Okay, I'm finally here. Only 15 minutes late. Here I am. Okay, you guys, how is everybody? Anybody there? Oh my God, are they not telling people? Before it used to show up and now nobody's showing up. I'm gonna wait and see. So one person, I see one person. Hi you guys. Oh my God, there you are. I'm like, did they just shut everything down? Did these people shut everything down? Oh my God, hi. From Denver, hi everybody. Oh gosh, I'm waiting for some important information for all us California people. I'll tell you in a second. Let me just text over here. As usual, I can't get it all done because I literally get off the phone. Indianapolis, Alabama, Oregon, Alabama, Buffalo. I know Buffalo well. Ohio, Valley Village. Hey, Valley Village, do you want to make a trek to a nail salon tomorrow? Because I heard there's one open in Riverside County and I'm getting the number. That's what I'm doing. And that's where I may be going. I'm serious. Sydney, North Florida, Nevada. Anybody in LA, let's take a field trip down to this nail salon and get our toes done. What do you think? I think that would be so, Minnesota, fabulous. Branson, Missouri, the UK, Oregon, Florida. I love you guys. Detroit, love Detroit. Oh, North Carolina, Fort Lauderdale, love Fort Lauderdale. Okay, somewhere Texas, Wachachi, Texas, Wisconsin, Muskoka. Wait, is that, oh no, that was Madison. I love you too. I love you guys. Okay, so wait. I'm live. I'm telling Libra Lori I'm live because she did Chatham, Ontario, New York. Yeah, I'm waiting to see the name of this nail salon. It was on John and Ken, the radio show, 6:40 a.m. in the afternoon. And so I just texted John's wife, Deborah, and said, ask John what Jamaica. Boss lady from Jamaica, Illinois, San Diego, Dublin. Oh my God, I love Dublin. Bellingham, Washington, of course. Libra Lori, I know, she should be coming in soon. So I texted Deborah and I'm like, where, that's John's wife. And I'm like, where's this nail salon? Because we need to know. Did I hear Chatham, Ontario? Yes, you did, about 4 people up. You did hear Chatham, Ontario. Now, I'm going to copy my link and put it on Facebook since they have whatever this nonsense is about with me over here. Like, what am I really talking about now? Breastfeeding and they're upset with me? Really? Whatever. Okay. All right. I'm surprised you didn't see that coming and then prevent. Okay, cheeky boy. All right, so we've got some cheeky comments. Live now. Sorry to do this while I'm on, but I got to do it so that they knew. Oh, Vancouver, BC. Of course, my people. Live now. Here's the link. Okay, so there's the link. Oh, I didn't post the link because I'm a freak. Okay, how's everybody doing? What adventures have we had? I know I should, but I really just want someone to do my nails. Burbank, you're coming to the nail salon tomorrow. We got to go. I'm trying to find the name out. That's what we're going to do. I know breastfeeding is fine, right? What's wrong with these people? So Georgia. So here's what I know I'm finding the link. Really, I am. Here's what the lady said. The lady on YouTube this morning, I YouTubed them on the chat. And there's a nail salon open in Riverside County. I'm getting the name. Burbank name of, I'm getting the name, Jennifer, I'm getting the name and we're going in a car. I'm taking the car, I'll rent the fucking car and we're all driving. I'm good, you guys. I'm waiting for Deborah because it was on her husband's show yesterday. So, oh my God, Manhattan. We'll fly you out here, Manhattan. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fly Manhattan out for nails. Or if I could find somebody that was a rogue manicurist. But this woman apparently opened her shop. This woman opened her shop, right? And said, when they came in and they whatever, she said, I don't fucking care. I'm opening my shop. She hired 16 people to do nails and feet. Come on, bitches, we're going. As soon as I can find out, maybe I'll text. Yeah, I told her to ask. Anyway, because it was on John and Ken's show. So let's see. My friend does nails near you. Her name is Wendy. Oh, send me Wendy's name. Send me Wendy's name. I'll pay Wendy. I'll throw a party for Wendy. We'll have In-N-Out Burger. Oh my God. As long as her name isn't Margaret. I know, right? Fresno. No Margarets. Alien sightings today. Ooh, who had an alien sightings today? Wait, what's Paws and Claws? Is that the name of the place? The name of the nail salon. I'm still waiting. Nail salon. Open now. And I'm doing this on air so we can tell. Mexico. Oh, you're from Mexico. I was like, is there a nail salon in Mexico? I'm willing to go there. Seattle. I'm willing to go to Mexico at this point. How are your nails? Okay, here's the job I did myself, you guys. I had to do it again this morning because, you know what? It's probably whoever said yesterday they were too thin. But here, I have black nails. I tried to do my toes, but, oh, you do your own with a flower. I can't really do, well, I mean, they look good far away, but like if I was caressing your face, you'd be like, your nails are kind of fucked up, girl. You're not on point. I can't have that. I mean, it's going to happen, you know. Your nails look better than mine, barely. Love your punk nails. Well, I love black. I stopped wearing black for blue, but use at home. I can't use at home acrylic nail kits. Are you kidding me? What would happen then? My friend did her nails and glued all her fingers together last night. She's like, has that ever happened to you? I'm like, you're hilarious. So she glued them all together. I can send you her info. Wendy, oh my God, I'm going to look through that. This is Sally Hansen 10-minute dry or quick dry or some kind of dry. I did it and it's not bad, but I smacked them in. Oh God, I'm so itchy too. Okay, and buy gems for sparkles. I think you nailed it. Oh yeah, I was telling Andrew this morning, I was like, oh, my nails are still wet, but by the time I go live, they should be dry. Lila should do my nails, right? I know, nails are her life, she said to me. I understand her so well. She was so cute when she was little because I would have my, oh my God, I'm sweating. Anyway, I just took a shower and you know when you can't dry off? Oh, I took a shower only because I don't know. And then I was late because I tend to jump in the shower before I do anything for the 15th time in the cold water. Wait, I don't know if it's because, aw, see Vanessa. Okay, Vanessa's been doing her readings and now she's drowsy. Yeah. So anyway, name. Do you know? Okay. Anyway, yeah, she's getting drowsy. All my psychic friends are like sound asleep in the afternoon. I can't even function. Like I'm sleepy enough as it is and can't function. So it's freaking hilarious. I only got pregnant because I paid attention to my nails. It matters. Andrew's still going on about the pregnant reading. But anyway, it's super fun. So this lady in Riverside County, I have no problem going there because I'll go hike for the day. Oh yeah, I was going to say Rascal used to bite on my fake nails. And so that was so cute. And she told me nails are her life last week. And I was like, well, you might change that. Thank you for that. Let's see this question. When will Hillary get get arrested? Okay. Is there astrological trends behind sudden friendships and girlfriend? Silent boyfriend did a 180 and work feel violated. Okay. Well, wait, who is this? Let me just answer your name. Okay. This is R whatever your R with the last name, the A. Okay. So up there. Actually, yeah, there are a lot of astrological trends to things ending, but it has more to do with the spiritual war that's going on. Do you use CBD oil? No, I don't do pot at all. I don't do anything. I don't do anything. It's out of character for you. Yeah, I don't do any drugs. Sorry. I can see, so I don't do drugs. I couldn't do drugs and do the work I do. It's not that I haven't threatened to be like a full-on junkie because I've threatened it, but I'm like, nah, I can't. Mostly because I'm vain, and what would that do to my skin at this point in my life? It might just about kill me. But to answer your question, there are astrological, oh yeah, okay, coffee. I'm a drug addict with coffee. Yes. And now I have new friends at In-N-Out Burger, so they're out there. They're not afraid. They're giving the fries. So I went, and I don't usually eat sugar except for jelly beans, which makes me a liar. I went through the drive-thru. I'm like, I'll have a Neapolitan shake. He goes, we have large and small. And I was thinking of the large, and then I'm like, no, you bitch, you better eat the small because you'll be out running. Oh, August 15th as well. So then I look at him and I call him back. I'm like, hey, he comes over. It's like a drug deal. I'm like, can I have some fries with that? And so then I drove home and I ate them. And then I gained 5 pounds. Seriously. No, if you don't do drugs, they want you to do drugs. That's the point. When I was younger, I understood the control that they want, because if they can deflect your mind, I mean, some people think drugs open up their spirituality. I don't think that. But drugs, I'm sorry, people are going to hate me. It's not that they're not fun, but it opens pathways, and then you're not seeing. People drink every night to relieve stress they don't see. I especially hate the alcoholics. No offense to the alcoholics out there. I'm just sick to death of them, because there's a certain sense of like self-entitlement. Like, you're not supposed to feel feelings, and it's like you're supposed to feel them. And when you can like ground into your feelings, then you can pick up what other people are feeling around you. However, they got these, yeah, I know. Andrew, you and I are the same that way. Not that I haven't thought about it. Like, if things get, perhaps you should try nail polish strips. Easy, apply, no dry time. Ooh, thank you. Whoever just sent that message, the Color Street nail polish strips. I will try that. I don't know where to get them, but I'm going to try that shit for 2 weeks. That's something new for me to do. Deborah from Alabama. Hi, I'm a self-medicator. I'm not saying, well, to be able to see the bullshit on this planet, the bullshit, you got to stay sober, because then you know how to make your moves, because everybody around you is drunk or high. And so if you're sober, like, you kind of can win and navigate. So I can see what people are doing because I can see them. I'm not drunk. Like, when I'm at dinner, I mean, people have said, you seem like you're drunk, but that's because I'm a whole lot of fun. We're going to have fun. Okay, so here's the astrological question that I take lithium. Hey, as I said, I'd be slamming needles in my arm. I'm just not going to, because that's more of a vanity thing, okay? Anyhow, and I'm not joking about that. However, I need wine. Yeah, some people do need wine. Okay, there's some crazies out there. I'm sure there are. Okay, so astrologically speaking, when a relationship comes to an end, there are trends that happen, okay? Yeah, they do numb awareness. I'm sorry, they just do. So to spiritually evolve, you need to be sober, but people don't always agree with me with that. Ottawa, Canada. So answering that I forgot her name already, and I apologize for that. And thank you for the chat. Right now it's a spiritual war. So if something is being removed from your life, or somebody is removing themselves, it's because you're supposed to be going down a different path. The veil is so thin right now. There's dead people flying around. They're not flying energetically. There's all kinds of like spirit information coming in. There's guides coming through and helping people align themselves, because it really is a spiritual war. So, oh God, I'm glad there's people watching. I'm so glad there's people watching, because they keep blocking me. Happy birthday, Kelly, whoever that is. Is my mom okay? I don't know. I have to think. Anyway, what happens is during this time right now, literally what isn't supposed to be in your life, you're either going to feel like removing it, or they're going to step away and you're going to see who they are. So there's a lot of people being able to see who people are, and therefore choosing to pull away from them, okay? So these are guest glasses from the outlet. Now we can't go there because they're closed. Because I buy 2 or 3 pairs because I run in them and I wear them. I just like blue. So if I see blue, I'm wearing blue. So a lot of the energy right now has to do with people, people choosing to see clearly through the veil on a spiritual level. So when they push people aside, because I've cut people out, because I can see what they're doing. So, and there may be a psychic thing. And perhaps whoever asked me that question about the astrology, perhaps your guides need you to be pointed in a different direction. So they need you to look in a different direction than the one you're looking in. So I can yeah, I know it's so spiritual right now. I can really see, like, there's people when they're talking to me, I'm like, Jesus, I can see the intention behind it. So I'm like, unless you behave in an equal or resident manner, I'm not doing it on a spiritual level. And let's say I wanted to cling on to something like a Klingon, right? So I like I got stuck on my hands and I wanted to cling on. Things are never going back to normal. I hate to tell you that. We just bought into it. Things will not be back to normal. They won't. They really won't. Wow, because a friend became aggressive after. Well, see, but a lot of people can't handle a lockdown because they can't be by themselves. So, and maybe that friend is not supposed to be with you. Maybe you're not paying attention to your guides. Oh God, that's interesting. I don't know if I can tell you the name of your guide, but there are guides around us. Well, it's okay. This is not a free reading. Exactly. I try to answer the questions of the people sending. You guys were all sending me Lenny Kravitz, and I was like, I got to go find Lenny. Maybe he will come out and play tonight. I know, poor Lenny Kravitz. Like, we're all sitting here going, yeah, we love you. And he's probably like, fuck you all. Fuck you all. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Okay. What I feel when you ask about getting back to normal, I don't see how things can ever go back to normal in anybody's life once you see the truth of what's around you. So, ignorance, denial, not being able to see what's going on, then you could go back to normal. But when you see the truth, how do you go back? I swear to God, somebody just moved my phone. I've had a ghost in here all day and I don't know who it is. And I'm trying to look and see who it is. And I don't know. You know who it is. I don't know who this is. But I've been seeing a guy like out of London time. Swear to God. I saw him staring at me. So I was asleep. I woke up and I saw him kind of looking at me like this. I also saw like a really creepy alien man person, kind of weirdo with a big round head. And then I pushed him away in my head. But this guy has on like a black coat. It's like he's in England at the turn of the century with a big wide brimmed hat. And he's like watching me like I'm a science project. And I'm like, I don't know if he's a government weirdo or an actual ghost, because sometimes the government comes through. Oh God, I just saw that. I don't know what that said. I saw something. Adrian, what do you see? Okay, I can't answer everybody, but chicken breast. Yeah, I don't know about chicken breast. Freud, I hope it's not Freud. Okay, so, no, well, it did. I just saw him right now. He just moved my phone like this, and I caught him right out of the corner of my eye. It doesn't scare me because I think the veil is so thin. I think people have to get used to the idea of that. But what I was saying is when we see what we've just gone through, and people are just wanting it to get back to normal, I don't think things like that get back to normal because we see now what's going on. Once you see what was done, which didn't China come out today? Is this just me or did I hear this? Because Brian just told me this. But didn't China come out today? And I'm supposed to blame him for being late on camera, right? Because anyway, I was talking to him about makeup, putting it on, and I got distracted. So it's his fault I'm late. He said I could blame him. So I'm freaking blaming him. Anyway, did I not hear tonight, because he told me this, that China said all of the cases of this crotch 19 thing, that's what we're calling it on this channel. It's the crotch 19. So all of the cases of that, okay. Yeah, I know I was talking, it was on, but this made me late because I was got distracted. It was Albert. We have Albert who's supposed to have gone with Margaret. Anyway, in the China plant, what they're saying is most of the 100% of the people that got sick from indoors. Okay, that's what it's called. It's crotch 19 because we're not going to get flagged by YouTube, so we're going to just rotten crotch. Exactly. It's like crabby 19. But anyway, they got sick inside their houses. So if people are getting sick inside their houses, then what we see going on here is very, very interesting and on point to be paid attention to. I love Detroit. My whole childhood crossing under the bridge, going into Detroit, going everywhere. Hot crotch fever. Well, I know, right? That's another issue. That's not exactly what's going on, but it's crotch hot. It's crotch 19. Albert is hot. Okay, I don't know who Albert is. He keeps popping up here. Okay, so what what is going on right now with the just pay attention, because remember, it's going to happen again. We are not going to be out of this right as we come into Thanksgiving, okay? The day when we should be going door to door getting candy. I'll just speak for myself. When we should be going door to door getting candy, this shit's going to shut down again. And we will take it because we're dumb. I know. Lenny, come back. Okay, next life. I got me a husband. That's what I got. Drag that man back into another life. But I can't come back here again, so I'm not doing that. It's going to happen again. And as it happens again, people will accept it again. And when they accept it, it's going to cause some kind of a problem, in that the people that don't accept it and the people that accept it are going to start going. So there's like going to be, it is a prison planet. And I stole that from somebody. I forget who coined that phrase first, but it's going to be a huge problem. I know, I did them myself, you guys, like that. I just need some heavy winged eyeliner, which if I wouldn't get so itchy from most of my makeup, I would do that. But what's going to happen is the people that don't understand what's going on and are actually believing it, this is a problem. They actually believe. I mean, I'm not saying there isn't, you know, a crotch 19 somewhere out there on the planet Earth, but it's not as it's described. It's not, it's just not. Why am I freezing? Oh, I'm freezing. Is someone doing that again? Do we have a little troll? Do we have a little mother effing troll? People, sure, people die every day. That's the beauty of this planet. We can get the hell off it. We can get off it. Of course, we can do what we want, but people die every day. So human beings have the wrong idea about not being able to, do anything without the fear of death. The fear of death stops you from living. That was a troll then. The fear, telepathy is what they use on the other side all the time. When I'm out of body and I see people, I've been trying, I mean, I was once arrested as a teenager because I was talking telepathically. I was literally out of my body, but in my body, but around my body. And they kept asking my name and I kept answering. And then they were just like, you're going in, they threw me into jail because I wouldn't answer them, but I was answering them. I was telepathically talking to them. That sense has been blocked. Telepathically, that's how they put, that's clairaudient. That's how they put information. You can hear them talking. You can actually hear voices, but they also put thoughts and information, and that is telepathy. That is how they communicate. That is how the other side communicates with you in spirit form and also with aliens. So, I mean, that's something, you know, Tom Petty, he got and happened, oh God, I should shut up. Anyway, Tom Petty's experience was that at the end of a lifetime, when one has lived a life a certain way, there is an experience that happens from that, and there is an outcome. Like, there's always a manifestation, there's always a reaction to an action, and so I will say that with Tom Petty. There was a reaction to his experience in life. Like, there was a reaction. Definite reaction. The way that he lived his life is the way that he went out. That's what happened. That's all I can say. I'm not even going to say that there, but right now what's going on, it was so weird. Okay, so listen to this hypocrisy. So, okay, I had two weird things happen this morning, okay? Two weird things. First weird thing is one of the trail trolls, right? 2 months ago, I told you, me and Vanessa were out doing our thing, and then one of the trail trolls commented on a picture we posted. And the comment was the usual. Oh my God, you could kill people. Meanwhile, I'm just outside by myself and with her, but you know, whatever, we're running. Oh, you could kill people. How selfish. People are dying. What are you doing outside? And I'm thinking to myself, well, listen, you know, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm in the grocery store. So really, quite frankly, like if I lick the cart in the grocery store, I may die from that, but I don't see like a trail. Anyway, trail troll number one, she writes some shit like this, and then yesterday posts a picture, okay? So she posts a picture running on the trail. So I'm like, wow, that's hypocritical. So then I type under her thing, oh my God, a tirade. She would never go up there without a mask. She would never do this. She would never take anybody not in her family. So my answer now, when people say, why are you hiking with this person or in a car with them and they're not my family? what I'm going to be saying is because I am fucking them. Girl, guy, doesn't matter. Assume I'm fucking them. And if I'm fucking them, then I can travel with them. Is that where we're going with this? Because that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say I'm having sex with all of them. Every single one of them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I mean, what does that mean if they're not in your family? So then my friend Vanessa says, well, she's got a shitload of people in her family. So I say, you got a shitload of people in your family. And she just went off. It's like, how do you know where every member of your family goes? Because no one does. Because today I was at a car shop. I was in 3 different grocery stores doing my thing. I was at a Starbucks, 2 or 3. I was out there in the car. I was at the Goodwill. I was perusing around looking for toilet paper and shit like that. That's what I was doing. Right. And the funniest thing was, the trail troll, she wears nothing but like booty shorts and a bra. Now, granted, she doesn't look bad. She's in her 50s. She doesn't look bad. But I mean, seriously, all she's wearing is like a bra and booty shorts. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if you have a fucking mask, where is it? Like, where is your mask on your body? Because I don't see no fucking mask there. Anyway, she just went on and then she's like, you're selfish. You could be killing people. And I'm like, I don't know what to say to you. Then listen to this. Listen to it. Wait for it. No, she did. I'm like, killing who? Who the fuck am I killing? Because there's sun out here. There's fucking heat out here. It's God's country. And the Chinese have just said nobody died from being outside. They all got, oh yeah, she's a puta. Anyway, no, this is what she said at the end of it. She goes, you need to stop. You need to stop with your conspiracy theory bullshit. And I'm like, what? Does that the fuck have to do with anything, right? What does that have to do? She's like, I'm not going to go against the government. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Now we know it. You support them. Good for you, you dumb fuck. Like, you're out on the trail. You know what it was? She couldn't figure out what trail we were on until she got on the fucking trail we were on. Dumb bitch. Anyway, so now what I'm going to say, unfortunately, Vanessa probably isn't going to want me to say this about her husband. I don't know how he feels. I'm just going to say I'm sleeping with them. I'm sleeping. I'm fucking them. Can I hike with them? Can I go to the store with them? Because, like, we're exchanging bodily fluid. Can we not do that? I don't know. I don't know. That's what I know. Seriously. She's a crotch 19. Oh no. I'll text after. Hold on. Speaking of my girlfriend that I went to Starbucks with, after my vid, I'll text. I'll miss her. My little one is bailing tomorrow. So I really will be hiking by myself tomorrow. Thank you guys. I can't wait for my reading tomorrow. Oh, Jackie, yes, you're on. What time is Jackie? My readings have been so fucked up because I've been so double fucking booked. Thank you for reminding me, but you are written down. Wait, somebody's birthday was here and they sent me money. Minnie A. Okay, everybody say hi to Minnie A. Wait, her birthday's today. That makes her a Taurus. Taurus is doing good money-wise. Mars retrograde in Aries. Oh my God, I can't even fucking deal with that. Mars retrograde, where's my calendar? In Aries, what is that? Okay, Minnie A, it's Minnie's birthday. Okay, so for little Tauruses are kind of okay maybe with being inside because if they can get food in their fridge and they can take nice baths with pretty candles and scents and have sex and stuff and, you know, that might be cool. Tauruses might not mind it, but if a Taurus wants to look all super cute and can't get their nails done, this can cause a problem. I hope Minnie finds a nail salon. I do. I swear to God, I do. Yes, the Tauruses, they love their sensual stuff. Here's the Taurus. So, like, okay, I could go to a store and I'll find like a $5 t-shirt, right? Like I could always go into Kmart. Some of my favorite clothes for stores like that, shirts. I could go do that. A Taurus will feel the texture and the quality of the shirt and go, oh yeah, no. I don't want that on my skin. Like Taurus is just, they dress beautifully. They do things beautifully. They know good material. They are people who, you know, if they can, they will find the best quality things. So they'll go for cashmere sweaters. They'll order the right steak. They'll have like this expensive wine, whereas me, I just eat, like somebody asked me if I like Jelly Bellies. I love them, but I am good with the dollar jelly beans that are just pure sugar and like chemical. You know, I was a Diet Coke drinker. I don't do that anymore. But okay, Yorkshire, UK. So Minnie is a Taurus, and little Tauruses, and it's ruled by Venus, so they're usually really pretty. Their eyes have these long, pretty lashes, even if you don't think so, ladies. Taurus has got these long, pretty lashes, and they look, and they're super cute. They love all things that are like sensual and just really textured and proper quality. So, and they're good decorators. They have a great eye for beauty. So they can look at somebody and go, you know, you should probably put that color shoe on your feet and maybe that color curtain in your house. They're very good at it. They have good aesthetic eye, and it's actually really cool. So the Tauruses do really well. So Minnie is a Taurus, and hopefully she's eating cake and, dare I say it, having sex. Sorry, my channel, I'm going to say it. But here's the thing. Here's our new thing when we're out in public with people. Perhaps not our children, but other people. We're just going to say that these are our fuck buddies, and this is what we're doing while we're out. Like, we can go with them. Taurus men are slick or sick. I didn't hear it. I know we are. But I mean, like, I'm sorry. Check your email. Wait. Oh, I want my reading too. Okay. Somebody said check their email. My email. If I knew how to do that right now, I would. I've read all the doctors. Yeah, Dr. Bhattar, Dr. Shiva, all of them. But here's the thing. When we hit, I know Mars retrograde. Now, let me get my calendar right. Put my face right in here. Taurus energy, please. Taurus is doing pretty good. Oh, but here's the thing. We are in the shadow period for Venus retrograde. No plastic surgery. We can't get in there anyway. So, you know, let me see when Venus is going retrograde. Because remember, Venus is women, right? Venus rules, let's see. I hope there's a gender reveal party for Andrew. Well, Andrew's definitely a guy, but I don't know what his baby is. So, I don't know. Amazing Polly is hating on Dr. Shiva. Well, she must have her opinion. Amazing Polly's Canadian. The Dollar Vigilante's Canadian. I'm Canadian. I think Canadians are really, really, really aggressive when it comes to tyranny takeovers in the world, because Canadians have been involved in socialistic, bordering on communist, fascist Canada for years. We have been socialist, and we have to pay. So if you went to Canada and had to pay those taxes, trust me, you wouldn't be there. Yes, and you're Canadian, tell them. Okay, Barb, tell them about Canada and the taxes. Beautiful country, great country, most polite, kind people. Only thing that drives me crazy is when I go there and I'm like in a restaurant. Do y'all know where the White Spot is? And there's another Jeanette, I hope I said that right. There's a restaurant called the White Spot, the hamburger place. And so we go there, and when I'm waiting for coffee, it's like they're so polite and so nice and so like on their own time schedule. And in LA, we're like, hurry the fuck up. You know, we're all aggro. So when I get there, I have to really take a chill pill. No, they don't have good health care. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. I'm sorry. I just talked to my friends there, and they don't. I'm feeling only one child. No twins, please. Yeah, no, I don't think Johnny Ghosh is alive. I really don't. I really don't. But anyway, the taxes in Canada. Did you guys all hear Margaret Trudeau almost burned down in her apartment building? Did you see that? Let's look up what happened there. Let's look up what happened. Okay. Let's look that up. Margaret Trudeau, just this week, there was a fire, and it was so weird. We were talking about her last week, right? Trudeau. Yeah, fire. Let's see what happened. Fire at Sinclair Trudeau's apartment was caused by her propane. Why are they calling her Sinclair? I don't understand. Is it her name Margaret? Margaret Joan Trudeau. Okay, so let's just see. Margaret Trudeau in the hospital after fire at Montreal apartment building. I know, so weird, right? Everyone hates it. Well, please, the Trudeau family. I know, whoever voted for that, did they really vote for him? I'm just asking. I mean, friend of mine lives in the same building. So what's it started on the back balcony. Yeah, the propane heater was the guy the arsonist that was trying to take her out. That's what was happening. No, it's interesting because remember, firstborn sons, healthcare is great if you can wait a year for life-saving surgery or 2 in Vancouver. Oh, I don't know if he's gay or he's just like a limp noodle. Well, you're talking about the kid Trudeau, right? Oh my God. Absolutely. But anyway, yeah, so here's the apartment building. You guys can see it. But if it started on the back balcony, that was like a hit that went wrong and she woke up in the middle of it in her fire thing. Yeah, here's Margaret Trudeau. Now, here's the weird thing. Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Kim Cattrall dated Pierre Trudeau. And then Margaret Trudeau, I mean, she dated everybody, but she literally dated Mick Jagger. There's a whole scandal about that when I was a kid. Anyway, this is her now. She's like 73 or 74, you know, all of that kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, but they were trying to kill her and her firstborn son died. She's another one with the firstborn son. Look that up, you guys. I'm not going to talk about it here, but ask yourself how many celebrities have had their firstborn children die and what that's about. What is that about? I'm not going to say it on here, but you know what that's about. Okay, no one voted, all rigged by the royals. Oh, I know. My sweet little person today, okay, that called me, Vicky, my booking was so confusing. I had emailed her to change the schedule because I switched booking systems, so it double booked me like 75 people. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Don't get mad at me if you're one of those people because I literally switched software and switched back because it was booking and it was booking like weird times. Anyway, what the hell was my point? Oh, ask yourself how many, I know what they are. I'm not saying the word on YouTube, but ask yourself how many of these people have firstborn children die. I don't care what the reason is, avalanche, imaginary drowning, whatever. But look at this. So I wanted to show you guys this just so you know, because I've been on the phone with YouTube, not the phone, no bueno with the phone. I've been talking to the YouTube people, okay? So my current subscribers, this was as of whatever date this was. I have to go back and look. I just emailed it to myself. This was March 24th, I think. So at that time, I had 77,133 subscribers, 5,083 in the last 28 days. You can see that there, okay? So I started doing the live videos on like the 26th of March. And so I was talking to them and I'm like, I'm only at 78,000 people. And now I'm down, this was like in April 9th. So this was, 78. Yeah, this was 78,200. And it went down 2,000 people to 3,618 subscribers in 28 days. I'm down under 900 now. So they're really blocking me. And I kept saying it. They're like, well, you know, maybe, there you go. You get unsubscribed every week. Yeah. Okay. See, they go to me. Oh, well, that's not true. I know. It's just, yes, no, really. I'm down under 1,000 people new subscribing. I got one in like a week. I'm like, oh. And she goes, no, that's very normal for your channel. I'm like, you fucking crazy? Here's the emails. So she gave me another number where I got chat. You can't reach these people. Yeah, algorithm, but I don't know what the what that is. Fascist Nazis. You subscribe, but it doesn't. Oh, she told me something about that. She said if you have a bunch of channels, like let's say you subscribe to 10 channels. So you do like a workout channel, you do a psychic channel, you do tarot cards, you do makeup, you do whatever, right? She said if you have more than 3 channels, it doesn't, but it shows you're booked well over a year. Yeah, I know. You know, I have no idea. I haven't even checked my bookings. I can't handle it sometimes. I can't handle like all of the stuff. Wow. Anyway, yeah, you have to hit the like button. Exactly. But she said if you ring the bell for like 10 different channels, it'll only notify you on like 3 of them or something. I didn't get the notification for some reason this time. Of course not. Talk to your ghost. I know. Lies. It's sub like 280. LOL. I'm a weirdo. I don't even know what that means. Hundreds of channels. Okay, Sloan will get in. Yeah, I know, bitch shoot. I know they're saying that. Wait, that's what I said. Be careful. I can't be careful. If I can't speak, if I can't communicate the way I want to because it offends people or makes people afraid, I'll look at that in one sec. If it makes people afraid, it's the same thing in my personal relationships. If you can't communicate one-on-one with me to my face, I'm no use to you. There's no use. There's no use whatsoever because I have to be able to communicate. If I can't communicate, I don't understand the point of my living on the planet. So I'm going to communicate. It's the way I am because you really know what you're dealing with when you deal with me because I'm telling you the truth. Lord of this world, Black Sabbath. Okay, I know we're not talking about the band. We're talking about Satan, right? Oh, I said the word. Jesus, now I'm going to get another ding against me. Actually, you know when my channel started going down? My channel started going down when I did the Rita Wilson thing and I got what is that? Copyrighted something because I showed that thing on her Instagram. It's Rita Wilson's fault. That's what it is. Yeah, when they tell me to be careful, I know it's around. I can't be careful and I'm always going to speak. I got kicked out of schools for speaking. I got told to shut up. I got punched in the face for talking too much. I've been everything. I'm not shutting up. I'm just not. I can't. It's not in my nature. Sorry. Okay. Applied for a new job and an interview in the next couple of weeks. Do you see good things? Wait, what's your name? Okay, this is CMB0528. Okay, hold on. Let's see. New job. Interesting. You've got one offer coming through and a second one behind it. So what you didn't say is you applied for 2 jobs, and I think it's the second one you're going to take. That's the job I think you're going to get. So I feel like there's 2 different jobs. So there you go. Okay, I'm awake and aware. Andrew, there's Andrew. Okay, so wait, stop. Stop in the name of love. Okay, what month is this? Jesus. Fuck those people that are trying to censor my conversation. You may not like me, and probably a lot of people don't. Thank you for the super chats, you guys. A lot of people don't. My opinion of BG, Gates to hell, is that he is a wad of wadded up clogged toilet paper in the pipes of life, who is on some kind of mofo power trip from hell about vaccinating people like some kind of demonic little rabid troll who runs around talking about needles as if he's going to stick them in you. I don't understand what his issue is. He's demonic. He's seriously demonic. He's a demon. If you don't see that with all of this vaccines, I don't know what to say. Okay, so let's look at the date. We're in May almost. Let's look and see because we're in the shadow period of Venus retrograde. So Venus is going retrograde at 21 degrees, 50 seconds of Gemini on the 13th. So you air sign types, we have everything like this in December. We're going to have everything in air. Everything is going to be in air. So the energy is really going to be a little bit more disconnected. But with Venus retrograde, what is Venus retrograde? Okay, so for women, because Venus is feminine, all right? So, and they're taking food away. I know they want us to drink the plant-based, eat the plant-based food. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, we're worried for everybody, but why these souls incarnated in? There you go. You did apply for 2 jobs. Hold on. Let me see. I did apply for 2 jobs in the last month. The first I didn't get, and the second, and this is the second one. You're the best, and you get the second one. That's what I saw. There you go. I'm very happy. Thank you for that. I'm glad you've got a job coming. People got to reinvent themselves job-wise. Always my contention as a kid, because I grew up in a family where they take fascists to an extreme, control to an extreme, control like traps where they trap your feet and control you and use the money and shit. I learned a long time ago that if you don't do your own business where nobody can control you, they will control you if you don't do what they want you to do. So everybody has to figure out a way where you can't allow your money to be taken. You just have to. You just have to. I don't even know what that word is. I don't know what that word is. Anyway, Venus retrograde, okay, and it's in Gemini. So it's going to affect your Geminis, your Sagittariuses, your air signs. But more importantly, Venus rules all things beautification, all things house beautification, plastic surgery beautification, hair changes. So stick to your normal hair color, stick to your normal whatever, okay? Stick to everything that you do normally, because during the Venus retrograde, this is when mistakes can be made. Now, we go in the retrograde on the 13th. Where am I looking here? We go on the retrograde at 21 degrees, 50 seconds. So if you have planets on that degree, pay attention to it. Pay attention to where Gemini is placed in your chart, okay? So we're going retrograde, and we're going all the way retrograde until June 25th, okay? It goes direct on the 25th at 20 degrees. Wait for it to get a cut, and there's the shadow period, whatever. That tells me something interesting. So what is Venus? Venus is your love affairs. Venus is women in love affairs. So women are going to act out, will my eye surgery go well? It will, because it's already been scheduled. So if you already have a thing scheduled, and eye surgery isn't necessarily cosmetic unless you're telling me it is, but I don't think they're doing cosmetic right now. So if it's an eye surgery for other things, then yes. I wouldn't be doing I never would be doing anything. I won't even change my hair color during the Venus retrograde. You may go back to once they let us out, as if they have the control of that. Once they let us out and we go back to our beauticians, then, we'll be returning to our beauty things, right? But here's the thing. For all you men out there, you can have some crazy shit with girlfriends coming back to you, exes coming back romantically. All of those things will happen during the Venus retrograde. I don't know if you're moving. Anyway, that's what's going to be happening. So Venus retrograde is not a time where you should be literally changing up what you're doing physically, or like demoing your house or painting your house purple, because you won't want to stick with it. However, romantically, it will bring up a similar issue. A similar issue will come back to you, and you will deal with a person from the past, if not several, during the retrograde time frame. Just what we don't need. Exactly. When Mars goes retrograde, Venus is women behaving badly, Mars is men behaving badly, but Mars retrograde is going to be a bitch this year. Mark my words on that. And you wait till Halloween, and we are going to be I do that. So yeah, don't be worried about your kids. Your kids chose to incarnate now. I'm so glad I'm not having a kid right now. People are snitching on hairdressers. Yeah. Take it to court, because I don't believe you can stop somebody in their own business from choosing to make an income when they have to pay their bills. That is some kind of torture. So I think, in my opinion, business owners, I have Mars natally in Aries. Oh my God, Andrew, stay away from me. Don't talk to me. Move on. Keep going, because you're going to be aggravated. Just saying. Oh my God, Mars natally. Wait, so it's in your 11th house, right? Yes, because Gemini rising. Taurus, so it's in your 11th house. So that's with your friends. Oh my God. You're going to be fighting people, but you're not, because we're in lockdown. So if people snitch on people for earning a living, do you understand the problem with snitching? And do you understand chickenpox parties? Exactly. Do you understand what happens when you do that to somebody, when you actually do that? And secondly, I don't know that anybody in the government under the First Amendment, I might be wrong, it might be the Third Amendment, it might be whatever. I believe you have the right to earn a living, the pursuit of it. And I don't think, if it's your own company, that you can shut it down. And I don't think that they can be telling you what is essential or not, because if somebody has ingrown toenails, then it's essential they get them fixed. Like, many a person I know went to my nail girl to get their ingrown toenails done. I don't know that feeling ugly is a good thing. So if you can do things to make yourself feel better, I don't know why that isn't a good thing. So it's just really interesting. I just find that people that snitch need to be bitch slapped all the way through the wall, if not stomped on and smacked back down again. That's what I feel. I feel they should be filing. And in fact, I don't think anybody should be asking permission to work. I actually think the businesses have to stand together. When this happens again, And mark my words, they're already telling you it's going to. They're saying it is going to have to happen again. They've already told us, hidden in plain sight. So when you cry because you're not making money, I have to say this. This is your own problem. Like, you are bringing this on now because you've been warned. The husband has beaten you. That's what this is. We're being beaten. And this is what it is. We are being beaten, but we want to believe that our husbands love us or our wives love us, whoever's doing the beating, our parents, whatever, that we are good and we comply. Complying is usually done out of, thank you, Marilyn. Happy birthday to all the fabulous Tauruses. Thank you. Venus retrograde will affect the Tauruses and the Libras because it's Venus. You guys rule that. Yeah, it could be Tom. I don't know. See, if they murdered Tom Hanks, why aren't they just saying it? Like, what's the big fucking secret if he was doing what he was doing, right? I'm just asking. I don't understand that. And I just can't believe they're hiding it unless their contention is we're all morons, which I'm beginning to believe because we allowed this to happen. So I'm really quite thinking we are. But Venus in the 12th house, that's hidden secret lovers from a past life or married men or married women, depending on which way you go, and or both. In my car, we're going both ways. Wherever we travel with a group of people, again, I'm sleeping with them all, and I am, what's that word? Polyamorous at this point. So that's what I'm going to be telling the police. You're not getting into my genitals, are you? I am polyamorous. These are all my friends, and I'm smooching up on them so I can go out in public with them because we all already exchanged our body fluids all over. This is what I'm going to do. I'm being driven crazy. It's like, what is this? But remember, this will happen again. This is going to happen again. So they've already said that to you. They said, we're going to open schools in July. What is that? Hermaphrodite. No, I'm not a hermaphrodite. But I mean, if there's one in my car, I'm probably sleeping with them too. It's fine. I have no boundaries here. There are no boundaries. Oh God. Oh God. Banned from Facebook from speaking the truth, of course. Well, I'm getting surveys done on me from Facebook because apparently, you know, I can't speak. I'm not really saying anything wrong. They said the schools are going to open in July because in October, they said that the virus could come back. So I was talking to my friend Deanna today and I said, so what do they mean by the virus could, oh God, I was like, what the hell? I was like, what do you think they mean by the virus could come back? Like, how do they know that? Meaning, you don't know what a virus is going to do because a virus is a virus, right? Like it's, you know, and she goes, well, the virus is going to come back because they're going to put it back out here. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. So when it happens again, I believe people need to actually say, excuse me, we will wear masks. I mean, we'll disinfect everything. We'll do whatever. But unless they're going to legislate it into law that you do not have the right to support yourself and pay your bills, I really think people should just continue to work. That's what they're so full of shit. They're so full of shit. No, I didn't see Tom Hanks' YouTube. I don't watch his YouTube. I keep seeing orbs in my security. Oh, the veil is super thin right now. It's very, very thin. It's so thin. Let me see if anybody has text back. I just check in on myself to make sure they're not blocking me yet again. Because soon I'll get no subscribers in 28 days. It's gone down to 900, from 5,000 to 900. So, and this is supposed to be normal, and it's not. I don't believe it is. Okay, wait, what did Andrew, Andrew tagged me in my own, there. He tagged me, he tagged me there. Why I painted my house black. My neighbors thought I was crazy. Yeah, I don't know why she painted her house black, but whatever. Black's a good color. Okay, so anyway, when this happens again, I feel like people have to, like, I saw things all over the line, like open this business, open that business. Why don't we all just be like the nail salon and open our business, right? Literally, they can't arrest everybody, but people are so afraid, and people are so, what is your website to order? My website's my name, sloanbella.com. Sloanbella.com, because it's my name, because that's who I am. I always tell people to like name their websites after themselves because, wait, Chet Hanks. No, I didn't see the YouTube. Because people are looking for your name. So when they Google your name, they find your website, I'm assuming. But anyway, I don't know constitutionally, truthfully, if you can tell people that they can't earn a living. Like, I feel like, I know it's been at 78.7 subscribers until hell freezes over, okay? And then they'll take 100 off just to be problematic. It wouldn't let you subscribe. Why? Oh my God. No, you cannot. I don't know what I can't do. What is the penalty for opening a business? I'm not sure because I don't think they passed it into law. A federal judge took out a restraining order and closed the salon. See, I don't know why a judge has that kind of vindictive behavior, because it's definitely not balanced, and there hasn't been a court case to find out what she's doing. So there hasn't even been a court case to say how many cases are in that city. So it's very weird, but they are doing it. And okay, so this is what I wanted to say. All right, so I'm going to describe childhood instances, okay? So let's say you have a narcissistic parent and they play mental head games with you, okay? They fuck with you. And so, like, you do the dishes and you put the dishes away, and then they take the dishes out and they break a dish, and then they say you did it, and you're like, I didn't do that. I put my dishes in the whatever. And, you know, you've got the one parent going, no, look what she did, right? So the people around that person start to believe them. But the point is, people got it. Oh my God, are you talking to me? Yeah, I had the same psycho. Oh God. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, when they do shit like this, raise hands. Andrew, I know Andrew and I talk about this all the time. We had the same psycho upbringing. Weird though, all of us psychics actually have the same kind of upbringing. Like, there's a certain amount of dysfunction beyond in a psychic's house, because a psychic has to learn how to resonate with energy, and sometimes there's a lot of abuse. And so I'm glad you made it. Oh my God. Oh, it's Gia Marie. I'm glad you made it. I think I said that right tonight. That's fucking unbelievable. But you have to have a certain sort of background in a psychic sense to help on different levels. If you're truly called to do the work, this is what I believe. This is what I choose to believe. But let's say you have a psychopath for a mother and she plays the little head games with breaking the dishes, putting them away. You get blamed, you get spanked, you get whatever, you know, whatever that's about. And then it's denied. Like, you're like, but I wasn't even home. They're like, you were home and you did it. And you're like, no, I wasn't. Well, eventually you start to believe it. So what do? They get other people against you, okay? So there's the scapegoat in society, in a family. There's the golden child, those that follow the rules. But even if they follow the rules, the psycho is going to end up taking it out on them later on, right? Look at your own life, your own rights, exactly. But it's so interesting because on a whole, a government is like, I missed that, Mommy Dearest. Oh yeah, no more wire hangers. Absolutely. I fucking get it, but I get it with the make the bed over 7 times a day and do the hospital corner things. It wasn't wire hangers in our house. It was like, look, I made my bed for school. Well, you're not going to school because it's not made right and the corners aren't tucked in. So yeah, I don't really make my bed anymore. Sorry, don't care. Don't care. Don't give a shit. No, I make it, but I just throw it. I have throw on things and now they have black nail polish. So that would have been a whole bunch of no-no growing up. The polish, whole bunch of no-no. And never when you're in an abusive household, I know they do shift it. When you're in an abusive household and you shake a nail polish bottle and you don't put the top on correct and put it all over the new carpet, that gets you in a whole hell of a lot of trouble. Just saying. But it was an accident and I was a kid. All right. So having said that, look at what a government is in society. Government is kind of like a parent, right? Like, people look at it that way. I wasn't parented because I left home so early, so I don't look at anybody taking care of me that way. I don't believe people can or will, and I don't trust them in that capacity. I mean, I trust people, but not to caretake me, because if you go against their narrative, they'll take your funding and they'll take your money and they'll take your shit away from you. And then you'll be left with nothing because you haven't complied with them. This was kind of my experience growing up. So when I see it, I'm especially sensitive to people playing head games. It could be head games when you ask a question, like that video I posted on YouTube with the blonde lady going, you know, you can go outside in the park, but I mean, you can't go in the park, but you can go on the street, but you can't hike in the hills. The convoluted. So when people play mind games and they use it to control and manipulate, or they don't, oh yeah, the belt threat, yeah. But when they do that and they use those games to play and, but you know, mind control, and they do it like that, the narcissistic way to do it, or they won't tell you things like, you are like, are you mad? And they won't talk to you, or they won't talk to you, or even ghosting and dating is a form of manipulation. It is designed to take your energy, make you feel like you've done something bad, and focus your attention on the person that doesn't talk to you, right? Yeah, okay, drug down the stairs. I know, that's terrible. I'm sorry for every child. Not every Canadian gets $2,000. I know, the ones that move in from the Islamic countries, I believe. I don't know, I could be a bitch when I say that. Yeah, see, but it's somebody, I was almost thinking the same thing. Because I don't know the law well enough, but I was almost thinking the same thing. Like, somebody actually needs to go in and read the laws pertaining to that, because gaslighting comes to mind. So what happens in gaslighting? So let's say a woman, now I've had many clients that have called me with this, but let's say a woman knows her man is cheating and she comes home and sees, I don't know, the woman's shoes, clothes, bra, panties, makeup, nail polish, whatever in the house, and knows it's not hers, right? And knows it's not anybody else's because it's just a guy and a girl. And the guy says, no, that is your color. And she's like, I don't wear beige nail polish. And he's like, no, that is your color. And she's like, I don't wear beige nail polish. On an emotional level, oh, good, Newsom's being sued. Good. Yeah, it has to go legal. You cannot stop people from earning money. But anyway, back to the narcissist in the house. So the narcissist is saying, that is your nail polish, right? Okay, I think you can get on my website unless they've shut it down again. But, okay, my website's up. I don't know what you're saying. Maybe Canada blocked me. Canada blocked me. There's a couple. Let me show you my website. Or I have to text Paul. Oh, Sloan Bella.com. Okay, let's go. The internet's not moving. I have to do this. You stopped me. My detention's distracted. Why would Canada block me? I don't know. The Canadian comments. Canada has its own. I don't know why, to answer your question, but I'm assuming everybody's like a whatever today. Let's see. Let me pull it up over here. Actually, let me go here. I go to a private window because sometimes IP addresses are blocked. That's weird. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, it's not going through. Oh, this is so fucking annoying. Hold on here. Hold on, let me just see. Yeah, the internet's not going through. The internet isn't going. I don't know if it's my internet though, or because for some reason, can you check? I can't believe I have to go on every day and check shit because they do this. It's so fucked up, but it's not going to stop me. If I have to stand on a street corner like a crazy person, I will stand on a street corner like a crazy person. It's not up. Sorry to distract myself. It's not up. Okay, so back to my point. I mean, I don't know that it's not up. I can't get my internet to work at the moment. So that's weird. Andrew, check if my website's up. If you can, wait, I think I see it. Come on, internet, work. My internet's not working. It's weird. It could be the service here. I find that super annoying. Wait, I can't get either. Okay. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Okay, Vicky. That was Vicky from today. Was that? I hope that is Vicky from today. Vicky from today was super cute. I was going to say hi to Vicky from today way long time ago. This site can't be reached. Motherfucker. That's weird. Hold on one sec. Let me see. That's weird. Check your internet connections. Oh. Well, no, I'm on YouTube, so that doesn't make sense. Let me see. Let me see if I can go to Yahoo or whatever. Yeah, that's not it. All right, hold on one second here. Gonna be annoying. Gonna be annoying. Annoying Sloan while she's doing. I'm just have to talk to Paul. I don't want him to be on my video. Let's see if he answers. I'll leave him a message. I'm doing this right now. I screw with Facebook page like that all the time. This is gonna now bother me. I'm just gonna leave him a message. I'm so annoying. I'm sorry to do this. I can't get on either. I know it's blocked now. Hi, Paul. It's Sloan. I'm on my YouTube and I don't want people to hear you, but apparently my site is missing again. So please, could you check or figure? Thanks. Bye. Okay. We just did that. So we'll find out. I know it's constant with me and I'm not even saying anything that bad. It's just they fuck with me all the time. Let me see, cause somebody, I'm not, you know what? You want to fucking do it? Bring it the fuck on. Bring it on. I'm not afraid. Go ahead. People still will reach me. People have my number. I'm not afraid. So know this. You're working here in Indiana. Oh, they're blocking me in my home state. That's nice. Indiana says I'm working. Awesome. We like that. Yeah, I was going to go on. I've got to focus on this later. I can't do it now. Now I'll be up. I was on with YouTube all morning. And yeah, I know when you speak the truth, they want to slap you back. But just pay attention to narcissists now. Okay, so on in Texas. See, I'm on in some of the states. So you're working. Okay. So here's the thing with the narcissist. Here's what's happened. Here's what happens. The narcissist gaslights. What is gaslighting? It is changing the reality. So I remember eating dinner with, my mom one time when I was an adult, one of the very few times I did. And she was like, I said something about my dad smoking and she was like, he never smoked. And I pulled a picture and I'm like, there he is with a cigarette in his mouth. And she was like, no, he never smoked. I'm sorry, you're wrong. And I was like, all my pictures are with him with cigarettes in them. So when you're looking, I know, fight bombs, I know. When you're looking at gaslighting is telling you, like, I know, I had a picture, here's the proof. And they'll still tell you, no, that's not smoking. So it's really interesting. I mean, I grew up in a household like that, psycho household, really, really fucks you up, takes every ounce of your sense of self, and you have no sense of what's right or wrong, and you allow yourself to be abused throughout your whole life because you don't know any better, because you can't tell, even if you are psychic. So I am acutely aware of that now. Oh, it's there's so much manipulation people do. There's master manipulation that happens on, but look at it this way. So to give you an example, I live in California. We only get one stimulus. Okay, there you go. Down in Missouri. Okay, so what happens is when you look at somebody who has a lot of power and is invested in having you respond the way that they want you to respond, whatever that is. So let's say you have a parent and they want you, I'm sorry your mom died when you were little, that's horrible. Let's say you have a parent and they want you to be in a beauty pageant and you don't want to go. So they have to figure out how to get you to do that. So they're always figuring out how to manipulate you around instead of just being upfront. And it really comes from a point of fear and a lack of strength and all kinds of things, okay? And so I feel when I see it, I'm so acutely aware of it. When I see people running around fearful with their crotch 19 face coverings on, I'm always like, no, I'm not playing a victim. I'm telling you what went on. Whoever said that, that's what went on. That is what went on. I left home at 14. I saved myself. And from there on, I'm telling you the reality of what's going on when you come from a household like that. That is the reality. And you can say victim all you want. I'm definitely not a victim. I'm not drunk or high. Sorry about that one. So I would say more if you're self-medicating, you're continued to do that. But having said that, when you come from an abusive home, you recognize abuse immediately once you've dealt with it. And I've dealt with mine, okay? So I have dealt with it and I can see it. It comes, you can work for a boss that's a narcissist. You can have a child that's a narcissist. You can have a spouse that's a narcissist. You can have, I know I survived. I know people are like, you always fucking, are you the victim? I'm not a fucking victim in any way. I'm a strong ass woman. Sober, I can see, exercise, eat right, speak my mind, and y'all should do that too, and you all do. So that's not a victim mentality. And I love the fact that I saved myself. I literally walked out the door 2 months after I was 14. That is saving yourself. And I didn't listen to anybody say you're going to die or you're going to get murdered or this shit's going to happen. I fucking said, I'm not putting up with that shit. I will save myself. I know some fuckwad just said that in there. Maybe they weren't talking to me. So in that case, I'll take the word back. But no, not a victim at all. It actually made me who I am. And I'm very excited about that. I am excited about that because I was able to have my kids and love them and they're still in the house. I was able to be married for a long time. I'm completely sober my entire life, not even a glass of wine except after I had Keith. I told you for the 2 months or a month or whatever it was when I had to drink. But you have to understand in order to work in this work, you're going to have to experience. That's not a victim mentality. Everybody goes through something. Everybody got something in their life. Some people are born without legs. Do they go around going they're a victim because they lost their legs when they were a kid or they had polio or they got in a car accident? They don't do that. You walked out at 17. You're not a victim. You walked away from it. You took off. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not no, it's not a victim at all. I don't consider it victim, but it's interesting. A victim, and I don't even know if victim is the right word necessarily, as much as somebody who doesn't know how to step out of their abuse. And I don't know that the label is designed to elicit a reaction, but as is the case with myself, I'm not going to like anybody says anything to me, I'm going to shove what I don't accept right back in your face. I don't accept it. So, and they call it victim. How about someone who's not dead and living on the planet who survived? How about that? It takes a long time, but I recognize it now. So where I went on the streets, total little hood rat. I went on the streets. I just walked out with the running shoes and 2 pairs of pants and a top. And then when I got to school, I went out and I asked, actually the girl's name was Philomena. For real Italian girl, cute, super cute blonde. She had a Jeep. She was older. And I said, hey, can you drive me up to the train station? It was actually the bus station train. Well, you took the bus to the train and that's what I did. And it was cold. It was wintertime because it was October. It was Thanksgiving in Canada. And yeah, it was Thanksgiving. So it's not November as it is here. It's October. And then I went to, hopped on a train and that's what I did. And then I hung around and sometimes I would like walk all night. That's where I got my running habit really strong while walking because I would pace the streets at night so I didn't have to stay still. And then I hung out in a couple of houses with people that did a lot of drugs, so we'll call it a flop house. And I used to clean up and stuff and clean the bathrooms. And this is one story that's so, I know the victim, I know, what is that? Fuck off. Right? Not you fuck off for that, but what is that? Go fuck yourself. Oh, you're a victim. I never said I was a victim. I don't consider myself a victim in any way whatsoever. I do consider, though, giving examples. And when you have a father that smokes cigarettes and everybody on their fucking cousin knows they smoke cigarettes and your mother's like, No, they don't. That's called gaslighting. So back to the original point. Gaslighting is suggesting something is happening, okay? Something is happening that isn't happening, or something is saying something isn't that is, or something is that isn't. So what it is it is pointing out and making something in a dramatic fashion to elicit an emotional response, and it's not true. So when people start researching it or looking at it or doing whatever they're doing, okay, no, don't be sorry. Psychics, ask Andrew. All psychic people that I work around and talk to, okay, see, gaslighting was a theme in Randy's family right there. All psychic people that I talk to, okay, all of the psychic people. Okay, I have no idea what Golden State Murderer my stalker. But oh, your stalker was a Golden State Murder. The Emperor has no clothes on. Thank you, bingo. I've been posting that all week on Facebook, and people don't even remember that story. Somebody does. Wait, okay. Is your advice to disparage or leave? To what? To I don't know even what you're talking about. I think if you're being abused, even if you're a kid, walk out, speak up. That's what you do. And you live your life the way you live it. And that's what you do. On her, I don't even, I don't even know what that means. I'm missing the whole Golden State thing. We're in the late afternoon, evening. So I booked on the 24th, 25th. Oh God. Okay, I didn't get an email at all. Can you tell me where you sent it? Okay, I have no idea. Anyway, so when you are told something, and Keanu Reeves is a nice person or not, I have no idea. Let's see, narcissist trolls. Yeah, I think what is going on is like when somebody screams fire in a movie theater, which you're not allowed to do, and people stampede and people get hurt and they're afraid of a fire, right? When that stuff happens, good, somebody loved their mom. That's so I love my mom too. She was just a bit batshit crazy. But I'm glad when people love their parents. You should love your parents. Just the interaction of whatever it is. I mean, you know, that's what, let's see, they were messing with you, either your volume or mine, whatever. But if you yell fire in a movie theater and you cause a stampede and there's no fire, and then you turn around and say there's a fire, that's gaslighting, and you explain yourself about why there is, yeah, Elon Musk, I was in the nail salon on the day they shut it down, okay? I was in the nail salon, right? The troll we call Margaret. Oh, cunt Margaret. All right. If your name is Margaret, I apologize. I'm checking. Paul's checking right now. Okay. Thank you. Paul is checking for us from his, thank you. Some states it is, some not. YouTubers telling me, I'm telling that, but YouTube people. Yeah, it's interesting. Pay attention. When someone tells you anything at all, they tell you anything in any way whatsoever. Anything, okay? Anything. Even if you're dating a guy and he's like, I don't know, telling you he worked at this, he's worked his whole life. That may be fine. He may be driving a wealthy car. That's so good. I'm glad you loved all your parents. You may be doing all of these things, but you actually have to observe it for yourself. If you don't check and do that, there's a problem. There's a problem because you're not going to find out. You're going to believe it. Needs a rewrite. Yeah, he screwed up. Okay, who are we talking about? Oh my God. I forgive my mother. I don't love her. I love my parents. Yeah, it's interesting. North Carolina, my website's up. I love my parents. It wasn't that. It's just unfortunate that on Earth shit happens. And I attribute a lot of things to addiction. So like if you're raising children and you're an alcoholic, a cocaine addict, a meth head, a fucking narcissist. Hello, Australia. Oh, you're talking about Elon Musk. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. But anyway, if you're doing drugs or alcohol in front of your kids in a home, you are exhibiting narcissistic behavior because of your addiction and the focus on that addiction. And that's going to be a problem. And so you're probably causing abuses with that, right? So yes, the nodes are changing soon. Okay, Elon Musk, I was in the nail salon the day before they shut down the whatever, everything. And the lady next to me, her husband worked for Elon Musk. They were flown in from Hawaii, and he was refusing. He was absolutely refusing to shut down at that point. So, yeah, so it's interesting. Anyway, people have to actually research for themselves. Do you get the message? Okay. Cupping is good for health, yes. If that's what you're saying. Golden State Murder is stalking Terry Collins. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I mentioned the trail trolls earlier. I can't even go into it again. It's so annoying. But how can you tell the difference between someone who has crossed over and someone who needs to cross over? Oh, that's easy. Well, it's not easy. Someone who's crossed over probably isn't going to come to you just at their beck and call, because when people die and they go on to where their next state is, it's really up to them as they choose to, if they choose to come back and talk to you. Just because somebody on this side wants them to come back doesn't mean they're going to. If somebody is stuck on this side, they'll come through everywhere you go. Like literally everywhere you go, they'll come through. They'll come through and come through and come through. So it's interesting. Sloan and Fidel Castro. Yeah, exactly. But they'll come through. So you'll see a spirit that hasn't crossed over fully, really quite close. I'm glad for all you people that loved your parents, and got along with everybody. Let's see. Is he the one stalking when I was 16? Okay. Can spirits come in? I've missed that. Anyway, I can get on your website. We're waiting for Paul to see what's going up with that. But anyway, what you guys need to do with this is you need to understand, okay? You need to understand that when this happens again, okay? And it's going to. People, I don't know, see you be abused by both parents, but actually, here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to say with abused children. A lot of abused children take it on themselves when they're younger because we are children, okay? So children, for the assholes that say they're victims, don't know they're children. So you can't really fuck with children because children don't have the wherewithal to understand the damage that's being done to them. They know it doesn't feel good. They know they don't like it, but they don't. Yeah, stop talking to your mom at 50. If she's a narcissist, take your energy and focus somewhere else, okay? You're not obligated to be around anybody who treats you abusively, period. If they do, here's what narcissists like, or toxic behavior people. Here's what they like. They like to elicit an emotional reaction. So they will ignore you, not speak to you, smack you, steal your money, cheat on you, whatever. They will do these things to you, okay? Because it causes a reaction in you. And they're like vampires. They feed off your energy. So look what happened when we mentioned a virus. A crotch 19 that was going to stop everybody from doing everything. People were like this. Are you standing next to me? Cover your mouth. Go here, go there. And people became fearful. Fearful is one of the lowest forms of energy, okay? I have no idea about what's going on there. Something with my marriage. It's true, right, Andrew? What the fuck is wrong with people? Stella, your website, we get an icon that says your site is not secure. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. I'll tell Paul. It's the okay. Website not secure. Says it is secure, but whatever. I can't play these head games. Anyway, I lost my train of thought now. God damn it. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh my God, I was on a good kick with this. Oh yeah, the fear. When the fear comes in and people are like, oh my God, I'm fear like this. The vampires, the toxic people, narcissists or not, government practitioners. I need candy too at this point. I'm getting a fucking headache. Anyway, the narcissistic people, they feed off it because they're like, look what I caused. I didn't talk to her and she's crying. I didn't talk to him and he's upset. I cheated and she's sobbing in the corner. I took away her money and now she can't get her makeup and she's crying. I kicked her dog and she's really angry. I told her that there was a crotch 19 coming and that there would be 1 million people passing away on the planet Earth, and she's hiding in the corner of her house with a mask on, and she won't go out of the house without washing her hands 7,000 times, right? So it's like they're happy. So what you have to do in the face of a person who does that is you have to literally not give them what they're looking for. They're looking for an emotional response. And an emotional response is something that they feed off of. So if you are 50, okay, whoever said that before, and you're talking to your mother and she's abusing you verbally, physically, mentally, blaming you, shaming you, whatever it is, here's what you need to do. You need to take a really good look at, would you do that to anybody? And the question is no. And if you wouldn't, and it's not acceptable to you, and you wouldn't let your mother do it to someone else, then why are they doing it to you? Because it's not okay. It's not okay. So you have to learn, okay? Okay, Australia, I know everybody's trying to... Okay, so everybody's trying to access it, and I'm waiting to hear from Paul. You're allowing that to happen to you. Sorry. Yeah, you can't allow it to happen, though. You actually have to step back, and it's detached observation. So when somebody says to me, oh, God, whatever they say to me on YouTube here, and they say, you know, whatever, throw a name out there, whore, bitch, cunt, whatever anybody says, you know, murderer because you're running on the trail without a whatever they say, ugly bitch, whatever, okay? Well, if the mom has dementia, that's not toxic, that's different. That's a brain damaged issue. So if you're called any names, what you have to do is just, you can't react to it. You have to observe the person talking to you, and then you just have to literally take your energy. I like to turn my back to people and pretend I didn't hear them. And then I like to say, I'm sorry, did you say something? Or I pretend to get on my phone and walk away. That's what I do. And that's exactly what I do. And I'm not going to show up at your house for dinner. I'm not going to accept anything from you. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to do these things if you don't treat me nicely. That's kindness 101. I may do some things for jelly beans, but that's a whole other story. That's just being kind. If you work for a boss and they're rude to you or mean, unacceptable. If you have a family member that is drunk calling you names, unacceptable. If you have whatever speaking to you in a way or not communicating with you, another narcissistic trick is to give disinformation or misinformation. And and on top of it, another narcissistic trick is to not clarify communication. So you're always left wondering, what is this happening? What is going on? So you need to, you must be talking about my mother. Exactly. You need to understand that they play these games, and you don't. And Libra Lori gave me the best advice today. Seriously. Here's what Libra Lori said. Yeah, Alzheimer's disease is totally disinformation word salad. Exactly. Brain illness is a different thing. They may be behaving toxically, but it's because the brain is atrophied, so they can't think in the same way. So it's not the same thing as deliberately being a narcissist. But if you grow up in a family like that, and then you see what is being said about crotch 19, which is another word for you know what, you're going to recognize it. Pay attention. And again, it doesn't mean the whole thing is false. What it means is bits and pieces and misinformation and nonsense and garbage talk. If you don't turn that news on and listen to people saying, You should get out and walk with your families, but don't go in the parks. You should get out and watch this and go into the grocery store, but stay away from people. You should wash your hands, but not be afraid, but it could kill you. You should, I mean, that is word salad. That is word salad. That is what that is. It's mind fuckery. Oh, urgent. Newsom is closing all parks. He can do what he wants. Not going to stop us from going. Just saying. You're going to have to catch me. You're going to have to catch me in the dark. You're going to have to catch me where I am, and I move around all day. So if you catch me, I guess you're going to either kill me or take me to jail. So no, the devil is real. Sorry, if there's God, there's the devil. You can't just have one side of the cookie. I'm not getting that. I'm talking to HostGator. Can you send me a picture? Okay. Hold on. No, client said that. Hold on. Is it SSL cert? Okay. Sorry. SSL cert. Let's see what I get here. I'm going to check back on here, but you've got to be careful and really observe and educate for yourself. Duality, but who created both? I think it's an energy thing. It is duality. It's a balance. You're right. I'm not saying one's good or bad or whatever. I don't even care what's out there. Oh God, why is this? Talking. I don't think it's about good or bad necessarily. I think it's about different things. Oh, let's see. Is my website's going up, y'all? Maybe. Let's look. Let's wait. My God, the internet is super slow. So this is the internet problem. It's going so slow. Okay. So let's look here. Let's try it over here. I'm doing this. I'm so obnoxious doing this. Well, it's back. I'm told it's back. Okay, let's find out where it went. It's back, you guys. SloanBella.com. Let's see where it went. Where did it go? Did they say why? Can't happen again. Okay, can't happen again. I'm texting. I'm sorry, you guys. Texting. Can't happen again. I'm just waiting to see if it goes all the way across. Anyway, I have no idea. All right. I want you guys to see this. Oh, fuck. Why is it doing that? Okay, hold on one second. Okay, this is very annoying. It almost was up. Anyway, I'm so distracted because I have to do this. See, it fucks with my head. So what you have to do is you have to know, no website. No, I think it's up actually, but I had to reboot the server. I'm trying to figure out why it happened. I can't have this shit happen all the time. We just switched servers and now I'm having problems. The site isn't working in Texas. Okay. Did you just check? It's not working. Ask them what this is about. This is about, or I have to switch, I can't have this shit keep happening. It drives me crazy. Site is not working in CA. I'm in CA. I'm just seeing if it is or isn't. Okay, so part of the problem with what we're seeing is we're seeing so much disinformation. Slow internet, we're blocking 5G. Right, it's on 2G, buffering in BC, whatever, not working in Miami. It's just, yeah, it's not working. Not working. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do this right now. It's getting on my nerves. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to actually understand what's going on. So if you can't recognize that you're in the middle of a mental head game because you hold a priority to what a person says to you instead of trusting your own judgment and your own information, okay? Yeah, it's not working. There's nothing. My web guy is doing it. Yep, I see it. I see that again. Okay. Yeah, it's not working for some reason. We're knowing this. Yeah, let's get, well, whatever. Server trolls. Exactly, motherfuckers. Okay, that's a local problem, not on your end. Yeah, I know it's on the host, but still, find out why. or I have to switch back. Or I have to switch back. I can't do this. Okay, so let's see, absolute truth. I know I'm trying to focus. Okay, focus. So, what are we talking about? I don't fucking have a clue. Okay, so no, the devil isn't a lie, okay? The devil is a trickster and a liar, but the actual thing isn't a lie. But here's the problem with people. People are very interested and very starting my own business. Good. That's what you have to do. People are so interested in responding. Okay, fuck. Sorry. Text again. In responding and believing what people say because they have a need to do that. You have to not need anything from anyone. Yes, hell is very real. It could be where we are right now. We might even be dead. But I think when we believe people, I'm not even telling you to believe me. Don't believe me. Do your own research. Always do your own research. Research your stuff. Research it the way that you need to, and do it for yourself. Educate yourself on things. Look at facts, look at numbers, look at the response of people. Look at what the symptoms are. Look at what people are saying. Look at why they're doing stuff. Look at it for yourself. So do that. Oh yeah, Lori gave me the best advice with a narcissist when we were talking about it, and we were talking about certain things. Lori said to me, stop asking why people do things. It doesn't matter why they do what they do. The fact is, they do it. So all you got to know, it doesn't matter why the rapist, murdering serial killer killed somebody, does it? Do you really need to get in his head and know what that is? You don't need to know why. Just know that that's what he's done. So step away from it. We tend to believe people all the time. We tend to believe what people say. Stop believing what people say. Stop believing, you can, even if you're dating somebody, don't believe them right off the bat. Do your research, do your homework. If somebody doesn't, and this is a key, you will notice toxic behavior within 5 seconds of sitting down with somebody. Because when you look at them and you try to have a direct conversation and you ask a question, something, okay, not, I don't know that you would ask something so personal on a first date, but you ask a question, okay? What you need to do is pay attention to their, responses, and you need to listen to what they're saying. And when you listen to what they're saying, you need to watch their actions at the same time. So you listen and watch at the same time. So that's what you need to do. You absolutely need to do it. And you need to actually look at what's going on in our society, educate yourself on numbers, look up deaths, look up the reasons of deaths, ask yourself throughout the history, and I'm going to bring it up again because I've got to. Hi, call me if you have time. Okay. So I'm on air here. Let's look at this. I want you to I want you guys to look this. I want to read this to you, and I want you to understand this because this was the CDC, okay? And this was this was our government, this is taxpayers' money, and this has already happened. And this is documented. I love Georgia. My website is secure. We just switched. I've always secured it. Don't be stupid. I secured it. We just switched servers or something with the server, okay? So I've had a website for 20 years. I switched servers. I have an SSL certificate. That's not the issue. The issue is the server, actually. Anyway, okay, so I want you guys to look, okay? People tell you who they are. Believe them as well. Okay, so the CDC. So this is called, and I mentioned this before. Okay, the study begins. So the CDC at the time takes it, whatever. Exactly, it's down or something. So the CDC takes it upon themselves to test a study on human beings, okay? None of their fucking business. Here we go. The study begins. Now, I want you to look at this. Okay, so we got the CDC lady and we've got the black people, right? So we've got that happening. 1932, the Public Health Service working for Tuskegee Institute began a study to record the natural history of syphilis in the hopes of justifying treatment programs for blacks. This is how they word it. It was called Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in Negro Male. This is fucking the same organization that we look to for what is going on now. Just saying. The study initially involved, yes, they did. I know they did. The study initially involved 600 black men, 399 with syphilis, 201 who did not have the disease. The study was conducted without the benefit of the patient's informed consent. Without the benefit of the patient's informed consent. That is what a VACCINE would be. Informed consent would be telling you what was in it, but we don't fucking know. All right, so going on with the story of the benefit of not having informed consent, researchers told the men they were being treated for bad blood. Researchers lied. Okay, a local term used to describe several ailments, including syphilis, anemia, and fatigue. In truth, they did not receive the proper treatment needed to cure their illness. In exchange for taking part in the study, the men received free medical exams, free meals, and burial service. Yes, you heard me correctly. Although originally projected to last 6 months, the study went on for 40 years, and they never fucking told them. What went wrong? Oh, so much could go wrong. In July of 72, now I've known about this for a long time. It's like HIV, syphilis. Syphilis is making a comeback. There's a big bulletin board. This is what I'm saying. This was the CDC. This was the CDC. Yeah, I think so, maybe. This was the CDC. Why do we listen to this? If you've done this once, what makes people think? I actually talked to somebody in my family that said, well, that was a different time. I'm like, the fact that they did it back then is even worse because what the hell is going on now, right? Look into your camera. Why? Oh, look into your camera. Look into your camera. Okay. Fauci is a creepy weasel. Exactly. Okay, so let's look at this more. 1972, July, an Associated Press story about the Tuskegee study caused public outcry that led to the Assistant Secretary of Health and Scientific Affairs to appoint a something panel to review the study. The panel had 9 members from the fields of medicine, law, religion, labor, education, health, and blah-de-de-blah. The panel found that the men had agreed freely to be examined and treated. Sure they did, because when you inject my ass with syphilis and don't tell me, I'm going to agree to that. The panel found, okay, they found that. In fact, the men had been misled and had not been, however, there was no evidence that the researchers had informed them of the study or its real purpose. In fact, the men had been misled and had not been given all the facts required to provide informed consent. That is truthful, okay? Not given all the facts to provide informed, I'm laughing at the jockage, provide informed consent. So that's a very interesting thing. They're not telling you. So how can you make a decision when you don't fucking know? I do go for one subject to another. That's who I am. Welcome to my world. Anyway, the men were never given the adequate treatment for their disease, even though when penicillin became the drug of choice in 1947, researchers did not offer it to their subjects. So they didn't give them the drug. Sound familiar? There's a drug. It cures it. No, it doesn't. Yeah, they probably did have the HIPAA laws. I don't know, really. But my point is, who does this and calls themselves CDC? We have a CDC now. It's the same CDC. What is that about? That's my point. Do your research. The advisor panel found nothing to show the subjects were ever given the choice of quitting the study, even when a newer highly treatment became available. The study ends and unethical, unjustified knowledge gained. Blah, 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 blah. Class action suit set. So it started in 1932, and in the 70s they started a class action. Oh my God, I just read something. DPT. That's what my son almost died. It was either DPT or the mumps, measles, or I have to actually look up the record. It was one of those two. Anyway, so they did this to the black people because they didn't figure, oh, my website's working now, thank God. They figured that those people didn't count. Now, if you listen to the Obama thing that I put up online, it literally said, you know, I see the troll too getting on my, I don't know what the trolls are doing. I don't know why they want to troll. Is everybody, oh, maybe YouTube sends out the trolls. Could that be what's going on here? Might be trolls from inside YouTube just to fuck with people. I don't know. Could be. Do we know? We don't know. Anyway, kind of interesting. Website's not working here. Internet's down though, but that's weird. Anyway, a lot of things happen. So you have to actually look at things and research them. If somebody wants to do everything to people, all of them, please. I know who these people are. I've looked them up. Yeah, it could be bot trolls. HIPAA was during the Clintons. People show you who they are, believe them. Exactly. So what people have to do right now is they have to, I know, I love that grapefruit water. It's my favorite. Sloan Kravitz. Now I could go for that. Yes, but not the marriage. I don't want to take the man's last name. Although I do like my last name, and that's my married last name. So there you go. Okay, so vaccine is probably, yeah, see, we don't know. Your first gut feeling is always accurate, but you need to look at what people are telling you. So it's that icy drink. Yes. So yummy. It's probably poison. Don't ruin my evening. Don't ruin my evening by telling me what the heck is in here that may be poison, because I can't let go of this. It's all I have right now. But you've actually got to watch it. So people have to work when they, I know what they are. Yeah, I totally know what they are, but you got to work. Now, somebody brought up the New Age world. Yeah, Sloan and Lenny, that's good. Somebody brought up the New Age world and all of that. We were talking about the law of attraction again, and they brought up Eckhart Tolle. And I'm not sure that I can't listen to him, and it's not that what he's saying isn't good or not good. There's something about the way that he looks, and the eyes just say it. Yeah, look into your camera as we can see your eyes. I'm looking into my camera. Let's not be stupid here. So I know. I feel with a lot of the very, 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 he is German. I know. I don't know that something about the tone of his voice drives me crazy. Drives me absolutely crazy. So I feel like there's so much disinformation in the metaphysical community. There's so many people saying things that just are not how I know it to be true. Now, maybe it can be their way or not. I don't know, but you know, different things for different people. Yeah, no, I just don't like being told what to do because I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not on your payroll, so don't tell me what to do. I'm not on anybody's payroll. So that's why I'm here. It's supposed to be like, you don't fucking pay me, so shut up. I don't have to do what you say. Exactly. But sorry to be a bitch, but that's just how I feel. I really can't not say what I want to say. But here's what I want to say. Like, when I listen to Eckhart Tolle, and I haven't listened to him much, or Tolle or however it's said, I can't resonate with the vibration, and people tend to jump on the bandwagon like, oh, he's part of this group, or he's part of Oprah, or he's part of this. That's an ownership thing. I can see the chains on the wrist right away. So it's an ownership. So thank you for saying that. Yeah, I can't hold back. I got a mental problem with it. I just have to tell people, if you say something that's not true, I'm going to stand up and say something back. But, you know, I'm so confused. Like, if I don't like somebody, is a friend of Oprah, I know, so that says a lot. If I don't like somebody, why would I watch their YouTube channel? I don't understand why I would do that. Why would I fucking do that? I mean, and why would I even comment that I don't like them? Yeah, we talked about Abraham Hicks last night. I don't believe we are the creator, we are the co-creator of our existence, because I don't, and again, just look at this logically. Why are we co-creating children who can't, Orca Winfrey, sorry, that's terrible. Did I see that? Oh my God. Okay, not nice, not nice. Don't critique the women's bodies, not nice, even if it is Oprah. Oprah's not nice for other reasons. But what I feel is, I don't think we co-create anything. Free Orca. Okay, you guys, she can't help how she looks, really. He seems mind controlled. He seems very, his eyes are down, the energy's down. I don't see the energy up. Okay, so Abraham Hicks, when she says we're the co-creator of this and co-creator of that, then why aren't we co-creating food and money for children that are starving in third world countries, okay? Why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing that? We're not doing it. So we're not co-creating anything. Children do not choose to come into a household to get beaten up or lose their fathers or have an alcoholic parent or have this or have that. They don't choose that. The child does not co-create that. That again is blaming the person in the circumstance. Now, I can't fully understand why the circumstance exists and why it happens. And I don't know what that has to do with anything, because I think the soul comes here and then something, when we're born through the energy, I feel like there's a problem with that. Okay. There's a problem with people on the planet. There's a problem with the energy. I do know in the new age community, people talk love and light and power and this and that. If you're going to fucking talk it, you better be living it. A lot of these people are doing all kinds of things. Okay. They're doing all kinds of things that are not speaking to what they're doing. They're okay, just to give you an example that it has nothing to do with the new age community, but Leonardo Dicaprio. So we've got Leonardo Dicaprio blathering around with that young kid who's probably some kind of abuse victim herself, because I can't even for the life of me understand why that girl is allowing oh, April, cute April, come back April. I can't understand why that girl is out there speaking on climate change. Not saying there isn't climate change. I'm sure there is. I'm sure the earth does what it does all the time. However, when you've got Leonardo DiCaprio taking that girl around talking about climate change and scolding us about how bad we are while the motherfucker is on a jet, a private fucking jet, that should tell you he's full of shit, should it not? Walk your walk and talk your talk, okay? Talk the same thing. Do what you say you're going to do. When I say I don't drink, I got a shitload of friends I go out and I eat and I, do things with. They know I don't drink. People know I don't do drugs. They know this. Everybody say hi to April. April has a beautiful video about elephants, and now I forgot the damn name of it. Ask her about her elephant video, because it's beautiful. People got to walk their talk. If I tell you I exercise every day, you can be damn sure I exercise every day. If I tell you it was really hard to do things in my life, because it was. If I tell you where I came from, I'm coming from that place. I'm not going to tell you something where if I'm in a position of counseling on some level where I'm not going to tell you not to smoke and smoke. Why would I do that? That would be ridiculous. So when I see Leonardo DiCaprio going out there and saying that, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Shut up. Nobody is paying attention to you. I mean, people are, because he's Leonardo DiCaprio, but why? Why are they doing this? It's ridiculous and it's stupid. So you have to watch people's expressions, and you need to watch Doreen Virtue. I don't know what to say about her. She built her millions, okay? She built her millions on doing her tarot card decks, of which I don't own one. But anyway, I might own one. I don't know. I think she stopped selling them, or they put them at a high price. But she did it, and then she became a born-again Christian, which is fine if that's what she wants to do. And then she denounced the work that she made her money in her whole life. Where people get confused with religion for the umpteenth time is that what they're reading is an interpretation of it. I don't know anything about the medical medium. I know most mediums can pick up on physicality. The medical medium, from what I've seen, is talking about nutritional things. So, and he's saying drink celery juice. I don't know how he works. I know that mediums can tap into your body and so can psychics. So I don't know that maybe that's just his thing. He's the medical medium, right? So I don't know. I know nothing about him. I've heard the name and I think I saw that he had a book, but I didn't read it and I don't know. However, what you got to understand is a lot of what's going on is people putting work out there for their own gain, like Doreen Virtue. Now, religiously speaking, if you are to believe the religion as the way it's literally presented in whichever Bible you read or attune to, you are assuming that you have the correct information. They leave a lot of stuff out. We are guinea pigs. We've been captured by the aliens, that's for sure. They leave a lot of stuff out. They don't tell you about things in all of these different Bibles. They have women running around covered from head to toe, of which we're going to be soon. So we better get used to the burqa system. Just ladies, get your burqas out because that shit's coming next. But anyway, they don't tell you everything. They don't tell you everything in church. They don't tell you this. Go to different churches and listen to the vast discrepancy on the same book. What is that? You've got to know for yourself. God is within you. You've got to know for yourself, really, truthfully. So you can't say it. And she denounced the work that she did because she said God didn't like it. That's not what God said. Maybe she was told that in her religion, but that's not what God said, because God actually made I can't even, his first book tells history. Yeah, I don't know anything about him to answer. God made people and made tarot cards, and I really feel whatever, the God source, we're all here. And that goes for people that are serial killers and whatever and all of this too. We're all God's children, whether you want to think so or not. Having said that, it's your intention when you're reading. So I don't know why she's so upset with the tarot cards now, because she's the one giving the information. But I do notice that she made millions and lived quite a happy life. I kind of feel she's being emotionally manipulated now. That's what I feel with her. She may not be thinking correctly. That's not to discredit her own choices. I think she's thinking, about whatever it is, but she went from her cute blonde self and now she's kind of looking different too. So there's a whole other side of the personality that I'm not understanding. Yes, and she's not renouncing her money. So there's prophets in the Bible. That's right. You have to know. I know I'm comfortable with what I do. I did believe in Edgar Cayce for sure. There's too much. They take it out of the Bible on purpose. I would say to you, the New Age community, when we're talking about Abraham Hicks, and by the way, she was around 30 years ago. And she's made a comeback, but you're not, when they talk about you can co-create anything, who the fuck are they talking to? You can't co-create anything. There's starving children in America. Are you co-creating, helping them feed? No, you're not. Just because you wish it from your home or you act it. People forget there's balance in life, and balance is what comes. Wayne Dyer to me was very nice, but he regurgitated stuff. That's how I felt about him. I think you have to live your life in a way to experience your knowledge, and you know your knowledge. You know what you know. If you've talked to a spirit, you know that. I can't prove it to you, and I have no need to prove it to you. I can say that I've changed behavior patterns in my life from one point in my life to another point in my life, and it's okay. I'm fine with it. I may have been that way back then, and I'm this way now, which is kind of what she's saying. She liked tarot cards, and now she doesn't. But a lot of the New Age community are people that can see the money in it. And you should always exchange money for readings, for your crystals, for your oils, for the work that you do. But these people are doing it in a grand mass scale, kind of like a Tony Robbins thing, who is now spiritual suddenly. I'm not saying he's not, I'm just saying. So you really have to know with what resonates you. And there's many teachings. I would say to go inward and ask your guides to come to you. And there's nothing wrong with making money. There's always an exchange of energy. When people read, there's an exchange. You can't take from people because it puts you in a position, well, whoever gives to you for free, it puts you in a position of subserviency. Gifts are gifts. I'm not talking about that. I did my own nails. I'm so excited. These are my nails, and there they are. Okay, they're not the best, but whatever. But it puts you in a position of subserviency. There must always be, repeat the same thing over. Yeah, well, because they just want the money. But if I do a reading if you don't have money, I've had many clients that don't have money, okay? And they need a reading. They need a boyfriend reading. They need a kid reading. Somebody died reading. All of this kind of thing. So let's say they don't, I have many clients. They bring what they had. Did they have food? Did they have something for my dog? Did they have something for my kids? Could they do my hair? Could they do my nails? Could they bring me a crystal? You need to exchange. You are not to take, because it's reciprocal. Energy is reciprocal, okay? Oh, somebody commented on my nose. Yes, the family knows. My Keithy has it. And I'm going to, as soon as the piercing shop opens, put another little one right there. I love all the nose piercings. Love them. I'm going to get a couple of things pierced, some other things. I've been dying to pierce. My piercer will be very happy. Okay, so switching that topic, and thank you for the compliment on that. I do love the movie Ghost. Ghost was very accurate, the way they portrayed it. Going from not really believing it. No, I can't because it eats the gums. Going from, no, the nose piercing doesn't hurt at all. I want to get, it didn't hurt at all. None of them. I put 2 there because I wanted a ring there. No, they don't hurt at all. At all. Okay, here we go with the comments. Despicable. Whatever. But, okay, wait. Who was just saying something? What were they saying? Oh, my God. Oh, well, Hay House is another, no, I love my piercings. My husband, okay, I can't even read. Get some acrylics. As soon as I can, I'm in for the, well, I'm not in for the acrylics. I'm in for the dip. The movie Ghost. The movie Ghost was great because Whoopi Goldberg's character was playing what she thought a psychic was, which was what they hire on TV. Playing what a psychic is, okay? That's what we're seeing out there. What you think we are, not what we do. Trust me, what you see out there is not what we do. But you'll notice when the dead guy, Patrick Swayze, comes truthfully to Whoopi Goldberg and she feels him, all the costume goes, all of the facade goes, and suddenly she's just the person talking to the dead guy. And it changes your life when a spirit comes through to you. It changes your life because you absolutely know without a doubt that there is life after this death, life in between this death. You know it. It is absolutely life-changing. And so there's no going back. And when you look at the trajectory of that movie, and it's interesting because Bruce Willis turned that movie down. When you look at the trajectory of that movie, her character grows and evolves, and it's supposed to be a comedy, but it's so point on because she understands that she has purpose, and her only focus in the movie literally is to get a message from the dead guy to his wife, and that's her message. It's that simple, and it works like that. And when you've communicated with it, people can call you crazy, they can make fun of you, they can call you whatever you want, but you know it exists. And it's just in the subtle nuances. It's in the very, very subtle things that happen. And that's what she felt. She was all dressed up and then suddenly it was different for her. So, you know, the spooks are here. Like it even shocked her. Sometimes God calls people to step in and do the work, and they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. We can never judge. Homeless, whatever, smelly, not smelly, old, young, baby. You never know when an angel steps in to give you information because it's not your choice to pick it. It happens to you. People always say, I had a lot of people say to me, you know, at different times in my life, well, why you? My point is, why not? Why not me? Why not them? It's picked for you. True psychics, it's picked for you. Or you'd be doing something else for a living. Trust me, it's picked for you. I love The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense was more on the frightening side. I know people that see negative things like that. It was something else, The Sixth Sense. But that is also a very true element of what's going on. When you see Bruce's, when you see his portrayal, because he's the ghost that was shocked out of his body, like in the movie Ghost. He was shocked out of his body and didn't realize he was dead, and he had hard time reconciling it. And so his soul had to acclimate into the circumstance, which was interesting. So his soul had to acclimate, and that's what that movie's about. It's really the kid is leading the soul to finding out who he is. And it's flipped in the movie. It's very interesting. And the kid sees things in the more negative because you can't really control what you see. You can start blocking it out. You can start drinking. You can start doing, yeah, Bruce turned it down. I actually liked Bruce. He was very nice and I liked him when I met him and worked with him, but I liked him. He's actually a nice guy. Very like normal person in real life. So yeah, he was nice. But that movie was very, very on point to him, for him to do, because there's many a soul that's taken out of their life and doesn't want to experience the death process. And so they're, you know, oh, they can scare you. Yes. As a kid, I got scared more. My older son got scared a lot too as a kid. Anyway, Hay House is a conglomeration. As I said, a lot of my psychic friends and yeah, Bruce Willis was very nice in person and nice. Took the time to park my car for me because I was afraid of driving down the driveway with the heights. So, and then I was like, fuck, Bruce Willis is getting in my car and there's a bunch of cookie wrappers in the car because, you know, I am a compulsive driving food eater. So that shit happened. But Hay House is a conglomeration that brings in all kinds of groups and kind of stifles them. Understand, a lot of times in Hollywood, in book writing circles, in whatever, where there's money, what happens is they want it presented in a certain way. So they harness all the talent and then they squash the talent. That's what I think of Hay House. Certain people get out there, but you're fighting with all these people just for the Hay House name. Why don't you count in your own name? Why do you have to have the Hay House name attached to you? Why do you think that that gives you credibility? I've never bought into that. That doesn't give me credibility. That is why, personally, because people have asked me, I actually threatened to sue a woman, cease and desist if she put my name in her book as one of the best psychics in the books, because number one, I wouldn't let her do it because she wanted me to buy 40 copies of the book, which to me is advertising. So I don't need to do that. Thank you. Like, I mean, I'm not going to do that just because you say you're giving me an opportunity in your book, but you want me to pay for 40 of them. Sounds like blackmail to me. And then she said, well, if you won't go in my book, I'm going to put you in the back of the book, you know, and you won't be able to stop it because you're online. And I said, okay, well, then I'm going to have to put a cease and desist on you using my name because I don't give you permission to do that. Anyway, we got into it, but I don't want to be put in those books because, first of all, who judges who the best psychic in the world is, number one. Number two, under whose authority have they tested every psychic? Because they don't know every psychic. And number three, who are they to put it out there? They're making money off it. Do you know the ones online? And there's a bunch of them online where they have people and some of the psychics on the website, and they're like, we've tested them. That Bob Olson did that. No, I'm nothing against him. He was nice to me, but he asked me if he could put me on his website. And he's like, I'm like, no, I don't want to be attached to your website. I just don't. I don't need you to validate me. I am who I am, and that's who I am, and that's it. I don't need the validation. Either you like me, you like a reading, or you don't. And if you don't, that's okay. That's okay. Don't. And I'm not going to be right all the time, and I'm not going to be on spot all the time. That's fine. But people that need the validation, it's like saying, look at my credentials. My credentials came through me at birth. That's where my credentials came from. I was born this way. So it's like me trying to prove that I have skin on my face. I mean, you can fucking see I have skin on my face. So I don't need to go around saying, well, the skin on my face was verified over here. And that was the one thing I didn't like about Lisa Williams, and I don't know her. As I said, at the time that I was pitching a show at Lifetime, we went in with the executives, and it was between two shows. Our show, I'm not going to mention the name because the person on here will know it, and then I'll get yelled at for it. But anyway, because we severed our business relationship. Anyway, I don't know if my birth mother was psychic. I never asked. I didn't care. I just am the way I am, and she is who she is, and it doesn't matter to me. But anyway, we were pitching a show at the same time as Lisa Williams, and the connection with Lisa Williams was her husband with Merv Griffin, and that's how her show got on air at that time. That's how Hollywood works. Merv Griffin had an overall deal, and one of them was Lifetime. The show went off the air when Merv died. So I believe maybe they had to play out another part of her contract, but that's actually what went down. And that's what happened at that time. But that's all fine. I know nothing about her personally, so I don't know if she's good or not good or whatever. I have no clue. But the one thing I didn't like about her, not her, that she said, is she said, we need to certify and validate psychics. So make it mainstream and make it where it's you're going to be registered and you're going to do this and that, and it's a gift and it's an intuitive art form and expression. And she went to protect the people because we're dealing with sensitive issues. We need to do this. And I'm like, you're trying to regulate it? I don't like that about you. You know it's an intuitive art form. It's an intuitive art form. Sylvia Brown was reading way, way, way before Hay House, though. She was reading independently. That much I do know. Anyway, it's intuitive. It comes from God. And they try to make everything scientific and logical as if that's relevant. But then they don't certify churches. And churches run on faith and intuition, and they go with things that are unseen. I consider psychic work like that. So the reason I do the work I do is because you can call me crazy, and it's fine. I don't have to live up to your expectation due to a governmental regulation about who I am or what I do. My body functions the way it does. So I'm not going to do that. That's the only thing I didn't like comment. I read it and I don't even know. I read it somewhere 2 years ago. So maybe she's changed her opinion of that. So I have no idea. I mean, I don't know about that, but I just don't want you to regulate it because that's not what I want. It's not something I'm not interested in that. So all of these people like Bob Olson and those people, here's what they do to psychics. This is exactly what they do. Well, no, she always was a lesbian and her husband was her manager, if you want the truth, but I can't get into that right now. I mean, it's fine. People get married for all kinds of reasons, don't they now? And Merv Griffin was as gay could be. I think both her and her husband are gay. You don't just become a lesbian, I don't think, but could be wrong. Maybe you recognize it at a different time in your life. Yeah, I feel with the work, with everything, I feel this is an intuitive expression. I'm an intuitive artist with what I do. I did get the certification with the astrology, but that involves math, and math is tangible. The interpretation of astrology is not tangible. Astrology is interpreted up to the astrologer. There are specific things, okay? No, she was a lesbian for a while, and she did marry a husband, and then she divorced the husband who was seeing Merv Griffin, and the business deal was done back there as it always is. That's what I was told at the time we went in for the meetings. That's what I was told. If indictments were real, we would know about them. I do believe some of the indictments are real, though, actually, to answer that question. No, Merv was just gay. Merv was just gay. He married one of the Gabor sisters, but the Gabor sisters, hoard themselves out for money, which was their choice. But I wish people would stop doing that. If you're gay, be gay. If you're straight, be straight. If you're polyamorous, do that, whatever that is. Keep doing that. But yeah, I don't know what to say. So let's get to the card reading. I really feel, yeah, of course we're going to be okay. We have no choice. We're here. We're in the here and now. People got to take their power back. People got to take their power back. Take your power back. If you don't want to not work, stand up for your business, even if it means going into a tough time. Stella Keithy, that's my new name. Even if it means going into a tough time, people seem to not want to deal with rough emotions. That's why they're all on meds and self-medicating. Or they don't want to deal with like flack from the cops or their business or this and that. In order to promote change, you have to take a risk. I don't understand. People don't want to take a risk. It's like, well, then shit isn't going to change now, is it? No, it's not going to change. People, geez. Well, you got to do it. Okay, but I would like to know the law better, so I wish I was a lawyer as well. So I'm trying to read up on that, but I would really like to know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to go. I have to go outside and yell Stella. They'll stay the fuck away from me, right? Okay. Pile number 1. We're using the sex cards tonight because that's where we are, because it's Lenny Kravitz doing the reading. Just saying. I believe in the indictments, actually, but I don't know why they don't announce it to the public, right? Why? I don't know. Okay. So So pile number 1. Yeah, we're doing the naughty cards. That's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, look at that pile number 1. Somebody, we're going to do relationship readings tonight, right? Because somebody right here is going about their business in a relationship because Venus, I know, I love these cards. I just have fun looking at these cards. The girls are cute. The guys are pulling them by the hair. It's all really fun. Okay, I'll stop. I really will. All right. Anyway. Oh, first timer, please forgive my foul mouth and my sex cards. Anyway. These cards right here, these cards are, we're talking relationship. Okay, so the woman or the person who picked pile number 1 has kind of separated themselves from a romantic entanglement because for whatever reason, yeah, it does. It destroys the brain. Syphilis is not a good thing. So pile number 1, you've kind of left yourself and somebody is coming back into your sphere. Somebody is coming back up wanting to talk to you. Now, the second card in pile number 1 is once he talks to you like this, comes through like this and wants to give you something. So is more serious about getting your attention. I'm going to use some other cards just to add to it because I can't do all sex and this doesn't make sense to me. It does in my personal life, but it doesn't here. But it feels like, okay, so I want you to understand, it feels to me like pile number 1 has walked away from something and something is coming back into their life, meaning the other person is coming back and trying to open up the communication. I hope he has my new phone number. He might have your address. I know, sometimes you just got to block a motherfucker, right? Anyway, so I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that with this. Now, look at that. 7 of wands or rods in this deck. So there's a spiritual disconnect about what you want who picked pile number 1 and about what the other person wants, okay? So there's a spiritual disconnect. So the two of you need to come together in a way. Come get me, lover boy. Oh, okay. Remember the band out of Canada? Okay, well, no, it wasn't out of Canada. But anyway, I remember it from Canada. All right, so it's a spiritual disconnect. So the goals between the people in pile number 1 are 2 different goals. The person asking the question is thinking one way from a more spiritual perspective, and the person coming back to them has a different way, okay? So 2 different countries and 2 different faiths. That's, okay, that's exact, it's different perspective. I love Loverboy, I know, working for the weekend, right? Exactly. Okay, just saying. 1982, 1981. I was there. I was a club kid doing that. I love that song though. Super fun. All right, so look at this. And then, okay, so somebody is using an excuse. I love the naked cards too. Somebody in pile number 1, and I think it's the person coming back to you, and I think he's male. In pile number 1 is using the excuse of I had to work. I was focused on work. I was focused on my money. I was focused on this. So I couldn't really come back to you because I was focused. Where do I look to find love? Yeah, I'm going to say online, but I'm telling people not to do that because that's what they want us to do. They don't want us getting all up and nasty in everybody's business, and that's no fun, okay? So don't go for online. Go for in real person, people. Okay, so look at this. Okay, well, the devil card's kind of interesting here because it looks like the devil has a big dick and horns, okay? I know. Anyway, so the devil card shows up. So there's one of 2 things. This person could be a Capricorn and or they could have addiction issues, okay? So one of the 2. So are you their sex addiction and do you just like them for sex? Is that part of the issue? You got kicked off of, I got kicked off of Tinder. I'm going to ask what the hell you did. How do you get kicked? Have you ever looked at the people's faces on Tinder? They're hilarious. We went through a bunch of people and oh my God, one night me and Deanna were looking at it and we were just freaking cracking up, okay? Hilarious. Anyway, the person that you're with, the disconnect could be, yeah, there's no need to online date. Like meet somebody in person, smell them. Don't let them know you're sniffing them, but sniff them, smell them, absorb them, okay? Absorb them, touch them, look at them, absorb them, connect. Don't do this online shit. That's what they want us to do. Maybe get off Tinder. Maybe that's not good. Anyway, here's what we feel with this. All right. So the disconnect on a religious issue is maybe whoever in pile number 1 doesn't, Billy Graham Jr. something in Ontario, good God. Maybe pile number 1, whoever asked the question doesn't want just a sexual relationship. They want something different. And maybe the other person wants just sexual, because that's where I feel it is. But pile number 1, there's a disconnect right now and somebody is coming back in. Somebody is coming back in, right? There's no wrong thoughts. Whatever your thoughts are, just buy a vibrator and name it Lenny. I've got many. One of them is named Lenny. Okay, sorry, bad joke. And then we have the moon card coming in. So this is interesting. When this person comes back to you, hear me clearly, there may be a secondary person in the background, and that may have been the issue all along. So when this person comes back to you, they could be a sex addict, but they could also be enjoying a lustful relationship with somebody else and a serious one with you, or vice versa. So pile number 1, get your guard up. We're in a Venus retrograde shadow period, so make sure you don't fall for a line of shit, all right? Talk back to them. That's right. Okay, so there's that. All right, pile number 2. Really, his mommy. Okay, that's very frightening. Kind of know what you mean. He was always ducking around, fucking around. Oh, you got spell corrected, ducking. No, it's not the word duck, and it's not shot. It's shit and fuck, for God's sakes. All right. 36 years. Wow, good for you. Happily married. All right, 36 years it is. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Let's see your sex card, pile number 2. Let's see. Okay, pile number 2. What's up with pile number 2? These are all going to be relationship readings just because we're using the sex deck. All right, pile number 2. Look at that. King of Cups. 40 and single. Something about me is very jealous about that, both the 40 and the single part. Okay, so pile number 2, we get the King of Cups right away. King of Cups can be a bit of a player, and look at him. King of Cups is looking for subservience here. So King of Cups is looking for you to cater to him, okay? So King of Cups wants you to come to him. There's that. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting. Look at this. Love triangle between 2 people. I love not sleeping in the same bed and having freedom to not sleep in the same bed. That is one of my whatever. I think everybody should have several different beds in their house so that they don't have to be snored on. Anyway, pile number 2. This is interesting. There are several different lovers. One of them is, you've got 2 options, pile number 2. One of them is up in their head about you, so they're very 67 and single. Well, that's the way it's going to be. 63 and single, 67 and single, goddess level. Yeah, I kind of like the idea. I'm jealous about all of that. But anyway, people do what they got to do. I tell my hubby every year. It's funny. Okay, so pile number 2. Somebody is talking about coming to you, and somebody is in your presence. Somebody doesn't consider who you are as a person, and somebody is very romantic about you, but is also afraid of you, and so is tucked off in the corner over here and doesn't know how to approach you. So we have somebody who doesn't see the beauty in you, pile number 2. Somebody who doesn't know who and what you are, 46 and single. Jealous again over here. All right, so pile number 2, you've got to consider what your choice is going to be. Is your choice going to be your lover that is not taking you seriously because you are there to serve him, okay? Or is your choice going to be the one that doesn't know how to approach you, is aware that you have a lover or that you have somebody else, and is this the guy that you're going to at least allow to speak to you because he's got fear about coming back to talk to you, because there's been some kind of a connect and then disconnect with it. And I think that you shut the relationship down, okay? 47 and single, also jealous, okay? Adam or no, Aiden or Larry. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so there's that issue with learning how to decide what it is you want and what you want and how you want to be treated in a relationship. So it's interesting. You got 2 different people and 2 different people focusing on you energetically. So look at that. One of them is at a distance. This is the issue with the one that's trying to come back and approach you. They're at a distance. They don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know what to say to you. They don't know all of these things, okay? So you're going to have 2 men coming up for you, and I'm talking like in the next month. 2 men, and then we have a third. Pile number 2, you out like visiting people? Okay, so this is another king card, okay? So we got another player coming in. You are attracting, it may be newly single, maybe part of it with pile number 2, because you are attracting more than one man. And I'm going to say this for pile number 2. Pile number 2, recognize your own worth, recognize your own gifts, your own strengths, your own beauty, everything about you. And don't jump out of fear of being alone due to whatever you've come out with, come from, which is this card, which is the King of Cups. Kind of a not being seen in a relationship thing. Don't judge where you're coming from. Don't judge that. Judge what it is you want to have happen. Not repeating patterns, letting go of belief systems, and then moving on to something different. There's always hope for a relationship. You just have to find one. So pile number 2, actually focus on what it is you want from a relationship. Okay. All right, so let's look. Depends if they bring chocolate or not. I know, right? Scorpio woman loved a Leo man. Yeah, that's an interesting mix always, and an annoying mix. Exactly. Okay, pile number 3. Pile number 3. 52 is cool. Jealous of you being 52. Capricorn, 49 and single. Okay, Capricorns, you have a tendency not to go out. You hide in your house. Who are we kidding? All right. So, pile number 3. What's going on with... I hope pile number 3 is you. If it isn't, don't worry about it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3, you got some action happening. Pile number 3. Okay, now this is interesting. Pile number 3, look at this. Your strength is in the relationship that you're in right now. You're not recognizing somebody that you're with. Why is that? Because you are going to another relationship. So pile number 3 is thinking about the connection that they have, and it is very strong, okay? It's very, very strong, but they're not recognizing it for some reason. This just says to me that you're not, well, then it might not be for you. Action. Pile number 3. Andrew, you're pregnant already. You can't have action. Well, you can. You're pregnant, so you can't get pregnant. Pile number 3 has somebody, seriously, that they're in a relationship with. Obviously, it's not going to apply to everybody because some people are single. This is relationship readings. So it's probably not helping. Yeah, look out, 3s, right? So pile number 3, you're connected to somebody, but you're not seeing the strength in that relationship. So you have stepped out to kind of sneak off and go somewhere else because you're wanting to expand your vision. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to say something to you. You may have thought the grass is, I'm jealous of 40 and single. You may have thought the grass is greener on the other side. Nobody is finding out about what you're doing. I can't do this with you, Andrew. Seriously, I'm not answering that fucked up question. Okay, so pile number 3. You got to remember, you did step out, but look at this shit. I pulled the third one from the Fool because you stepped out with the second person that you're interested. The grass is greener on the other side. You're not supposed to do it because it's not going to lead you where you want it to be. What needs to happen first? I know exactly. This is more of a psychological one. So pile number 3, what needs to happen first is you need to acknowledge what is not, oh my God, I love that. 53 and single for 20 years. Bravo. Okay, pile number 3, you need to not go forward into the grass is greener relationship until you've dealt what keeps you blocked in your current relationship, because that's actually what's causing the problem. So you're not seeing that though, because we all want out of our pain when we do, so we'll go somewhere else, right? Well, if we don't want dinner there, we'll go over there. You've got to watch. You got to watch because the grass is not greener. So the current relationship, the one of longevity, the one that you're in for a long time, the one that's more of your stable relationship, that one you need to actually explore and explain why it is you are feeling like you're not connected in the relationship, so you need to step out. You need to address that, whatever the reason is. This is what you need to address. Okay, and that's very interesting because I'm going to tell you what it is. You pulled the Queen of Swords, okay? Not an easy one to deal with. However, you are not an easy person to deal with. You are a strong-minded, and I tend to think I'm talking about a female. You are a strong-minded person, pile number 3. And so you have to find the right match for you, because if you don't find the right match for you, they're going to make you feel bad about yourself because they can't handle your strength. So that's pile number 3. So you've got to find the right match. So you have to first learn what your patterns are so that you don't repeat them. So that's pile number 3. And that's all I got for tonight. And also, well, actually, I got one more thing. Pile number 3, meditate on accepting yourself the way that you are, because that's actually what the issue is. You're looking to somebody else to validate you or somebody else to see you the way you are, but it has to come from you. Okay, people. I got to go because I got to pee. I could pee on the floor, but it's my floor. I think I'll go outside and pee. That's what I will do. Wait, 70 and single for 15 years. You could still find a date. I don't know. Maybe that's not the purpose on this planet, to date. You got to look for my website when it's up. I'm talking to Paul. He's working on it. I don't know. I got to deal with that, but I got to go to bed because I just got to do shit. I got to do shit in my life, right? Right. Cool. All right. So first of all, this is what we're going to do. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. I so love this. This is such like a fun thing for me to do. You have no idea. I used to do this when I was a kid, but with my stuffed animals, and they didn't have the same kind of response. They kind of just all sat there blank, but I used to do this and I love them. I had them all around my bed, and I would look their names up in my pretend book, and I would talk to them, and I love them so much, and they were my friends. And now you guys are like that childhood memory, which is really great. And you listen to me, and that is so amazing, awesome. And you don't have to believe me. 44 and single, I'm still jealous. You don't have to believe me. Educate yourself, learn yourself, be strong, speak up. And then we're going to pray for people to see what's going on. And we're going to say, I am healthy, abundant, joyous, and happy now. I am healthy, abundant, joyous, and happy now. And we need to actually, I was thinking, all of us, myself included, we need to actually start reinventing ourselves. We don't need to go back to the way that we were, okay? We don't need to do that. We need to be better, bigger, shinier, stronger, more physically connected in a different way. We need to be responsible for what we're doing. That's what we need to do. So when we're thinking of our businesses, let's all start thinking of something else we could do, or a different way of doing our business, so we could bring in the energy that we want. Let's do that, I think. Let's be better. Let's not go back to the old way. That's trying to fit into something we already know that's not going to work because it's so different at the moment. We need to know and think about how we're going to present ourselves, and are we going to come out as the spirit warriors we are, which we're spiritual beings, and we are in a spiritual war. So are we going to stand up? We don't have to be violent. We don't have to do anything, but we need to unite and say, this is our lives. This is our lives. People die all the time, but this is our lives right now. Do we want to spend it talking on a Skype like they're trying to get us to do? Or do we want to go out and hug people? I hugged Libra Lori. I told you this story. I hugged Libra Lori in the parking lot. We both came out of Rouse when we were buying the hand wipes for Vanessa. Like, you could only take 2 per person. So I had my 2. And then Lori had gotten her 2, but she went in to get Vanessa's 2 for me because Vanessa was on the other side of town and she got 2 little babies, right? So she needs the hand wipes and the sanitizer, right? So we're in the parking lot. We come out. We take our masks off, and then I'm just like, Lori, and I hug her, and then she hugs me, and then I'm like, we're hugging, and people were like looking at us, but they weren't giving us quite the dirty looks. But we're gonna hug each other, and if the police arrest me, I'm just gonna say I slept with her. So what are they gonna say? She's not gonna appreciate that. That's what we're gonna do. I literally hugged her in the parking lot because I'm going to hug her. I'm not going to die on this planet without hugging the people I love. Period. I'm going to hug them. I'm going to touch them. I'm going to touch their faces. I'm going to eat jelly beans without washing my hands in the car after I get out of the store, which I do all the time. Yep, I do that. Oh my God, you know what, you guys? I have the antibody period. Exactly. So that's what we're going to do. I really am going to hug people. No, hug them. Don't let the government tell you not to hug. What the hell is that? That's like China telling you to have one baby. What are you, the vagina police? The uterus police? What is that? Don't tell me how many babies to have. And who enacted that? Do you see how we're going down that road? Okay, so we can't go there. So what we're going to do is we are going to be abundantly healthy and joyous now. That's what we're going to do. Also, when you go on this video and you see it after it's live played, can you guys make more comments down there? Because they hide the comments too. Now I have to get on the chat with YouTube and bang my head against the wall. Maybe you could do that. Okay, I am the antibody. Okay, wait. Oh, somebody tagged me. That's super nice. Awesome. I can't. But anyway, this is what we need to do. We need to raise up and decide, I actually want to live my life the way I want to do it. And I kind of believe, you put your face masks on your butts. I kind of believe that I get a say-so in my life within the context of what's going on around me. And I am going to live the way I want, because I could die in a day. I could get hit by a bus, and I'm not going to not. The dumbest comment that the trail troll made to me, she's like, I don't even hug my grandkids. And I'm like, well, I fucking do hug my grandkids, and I hug who I want. And then she actually said I was selfish and putting people in danger. I'm not sick, and therefore I'm not selfish. I'm going to hug my grandkid. I'm going to hug the dogs, the neighbors. I'm going to hug all the people I want to hug, providing it's okay with them. I'm not just going to like randomly hug strange people. I'm going to do that every day. I'm going to snuggle with their faces. I'm going to hug my kitty cat. I do. I kiss Tulip, because your pets are not getting this. Do not believe that. Little Jack scampers away. You know Jack, who's super cute. He scampers. He's so sweet. Anyway, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I love you guys, but this has been the most fun for me. I don't know why it's so fun, except it's like being with my animals that really could talk. They had little spirit bodies, but they used to stare at me. Whatever, I imagine them talking. But they were my friends. Like, you guys are my friends. And they would talk to me like this, but on a piece of paper, because we didn't have the computers back then. So, okay, good night, you guys. Yes, call tomorrow. Wait, say, whatever time that is. I don't know what time I told you, but whatever time I told you, Jackie, call. Yes. Okay, good night, you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye. I love each of you, all of you, honestly. Seriously, except for the trolls, but even they are fans now. They're fans of all of us. And you guys answer them back. It's so funny. Okay, now I really have to pee. Good night.